Good morning, jewellery makers. How are you? Lovely to be with you this Sunday morning. We're all up and at it. We've had our hair did once again. And I tell you what, so is this gorgeous lady here. She's looking fabulous. Always a privilege, always a pleasure. It is the wonderful Laura Binding. How are you doing, Laura?
Good.
Can I just say, you're looking particularly decadent this morning.
Thank you. Thank you.
Particularly decadent. Loving the earrings as well. Some gorgeous gemstones I can see there.
Yes.
Are you excited about today?
I am super excited about today.
It is a decadent show. Yesterday was incredible. Today, equally, we have got so much squeezed in. The kits are amazing. The jewellery inspiration is amazing, obviously. We have got brand new in premieres to bring you incredible launches. Our deal of the day is absolutely incredible. Can I give you a little bit of a heads up on the deal of the day? It's Ethiopian Opal, and folks, can I just say this is AAA grade. That's the finest grade that I've ever brought you, and believe me, it lives up to that grading. But also Bella. Now, for those of you that don't know, Bella she's head of our buying team, isn't she? Head of our buying team, bless her. She's a lovely lady too, and she's actually come from probably one of the most quintessentially English brands in London. So she's got exceptional buying power as well, and a wealth of knowledge, and she's negotiated the best deal on AAA graded Ethiopian Opal that we've ever seen. In fact, I'm going to tell you, it is literally half price. Bella said that this strand should have been retailing around £130. It's nowhere near that, and I've just given you an indication. Incredible savings. Now, and AAA grade, like I said, it's all about the performance of colour. We've also got, very excited, the launch of your beautiful blue diamond strand. So incredibly open in its colour, the perfect amount of those boron atoms which bring that lovely colour coming your way at such an amazing deal. It's stunning, and stop permitting, it's without shadow of a doubt going to be added to my order. Shall I show you the diamonds actually? This is coming up at 10 AM, so if you were thinking about disappearing out of the door before that, please don't, because I highly doubt we'll have enough of these to go around, and I doubt it's going to make it beyond this morning's show. Oh my goodness, that's what we call openness of colour, where you have got, it's not a navy blue, it's not bordering on black, it's got that definite steely, inky, indicolite tone, and again, some of the finest blue diamonds that I've ever seen outside of, you know, museums, etc. The most famous would be the Hope Diamond, and I'm going to be talking about that during this auction, which is at, like I said, at 10 AM. Set your little alarm on your phone. If not, you know, write it down. Make sure that you're not going anywhere. Shall we get this show underway? How about infinity? It's a symbol. I don't even know where it originates from. The infinity symbol.
Yeah.
But it's timeless, it's endless, it's forever, it's indefinite. How about we bring you an infinity connector with diamonds? I have 100. That's it, not enough. Yesterday we had 800 quantity auctions sell out, and today is going to be exactly the same. Now, this is one of the biggest connectors. It's in solid sterling silver. It has a round brilliant cut faceted diamond set within the sterling silver, just in the right place. 2 jump rings either side, so it can be obviously added to your chain or whatever it is you want to actually add it to. I want to show you the quality as well of that sterling silver, just how liquid-like the luster is. There's a lot of sterling silver included into this infinity connector. There's the round brilliant cut diamond that we were talking about. The gram weight of your sterling silver is over 2 grams, so it is without shadow of a doubt significant. I personally would just be adding some sterling silver chain to those jump rings, and hey presto, you have got, without shadow of a doubt, a professional piece of jewellery which you could retail or certainly enjoy yourself or gift, whatever it is that you see fit. Instantaneously, we've got Jackie, Lincolnshire, Jackie, Monmouthshire, my neck of the woods. Jackie, I'm heading down your way after the show. Lincolnshire, you're there. I've got USA watching as well. Lots of new bidders on the phone lines. I know where this is going to. Those of you that shop with me regularly, can I just give you a little hint? How do I do this subtly? Diamonds, over 2 grams of sterling silver. Let's just say it'll be a single. Does that make sense? Do you know what I mean by that? You don't know, Laura, what I mean by that.
No, but then I haven't had a lot of coffee and I've been up really long time.
It's a single figure price for diamonds, for sterling silver, for a classic design, timeless, endless, like the infinity actually suggests. I mean, this could be for friendship, this could be for love, this could be, you know, anything. It's such a positive statement. Lots of you choosing to multi-buy. I'm not in the least bit surprised. I would be doing exactly the same. There's nothing stopping you actually removing those jump rings if you wanted to and actually suspending it the other way. So if you wanted this to sort of point down, the décolletage or in the ear if you like, there's nothing stopping you doing that. You can see the round brilliant cut which is sat beautifully flush within the sterling silver. John and Janet have bought 2. Ali's bought 2, Susan's bought 2, we've got Diana in London, Lincolnshire, Sharon, Oregon, hello to you, buying 3, Wendy, nice to be with you, I've got Hazel, Fiona, Anne-Marie, Terry Ray, Lizette in Germany, hello Lancashire. It's going to be a busy show, folks. I mean, yesterday we were absolutely bowled over by how many of you were successful. I was absolutely elated with the fact that we had 1,000 quantity opportunities which were close to selling out, as you can imagine. It's been a busy weekend. We've squeezed within the decadence weekend some of our most decadent purchases, you know. I mean this is without shadow of a doubt that. Diamonds in sterling silver, and I should say what else we've squeezed is of course the deals for you. Somerset, well done. Annie, well done, multi-buying again. We've got messages coming into the studio about the blue diamond. Ooh, those diamonds are going to be my new best friend. Well, they are, aren't they? Absolutely. Do you know we're talking about one of the rarest colours of blue diamonds, by the way. Yeah, do your research on the Hope diamond. Just look at the colour. That's the thing I want you to notice, and I have got pictures to show you as well. Look at the colour in particular. £10 only for a genuine diamond piece of jewellery right now. Needless to say, lots of you are thinking, I'll get more than one. Maybe you've got 3 children, maybe you've got 3 grandchildren, maybe you've got 3 friends, or maybe you're thinking earrings and a pendant, whatever it might be. With the diamonds, that would be incredible, wouldn't it?
Wow, what a luxury. That's beautiful.
It really would. It is amazing. £10, Laura.
Well, to be fair, when you said single figure, my brain was thinking...
I didn't say figure, did I? I went, it's a single.
Yeah, and that's why I couldn't believe it, really. I was thinking, no, it can't be that, it's too obvious. So that's why I was thinking it's got to be something more complex.
Well, and also, it's you know, it can't be that, it's diamonds. And it's silver. Can't see. Yeah, exactly. Totally understand. Are we ready for a star buy? I tell you what, we're nicely limbered up now, I think, this morning. We're already in raring. Do make sure you check out those baskets on your Infinity Connector, because our first star buy is up next. Right, this is going to be busy. You have been absolutely crying out for these findings. Now, this is solid sterling silver, go amazingly with your connector that you've just seen there. You could take these, do nothing to them, and you've got a very high-end piece of jewellery, or you can embellish them, you can suspend from them, you can actually just leave one individual stud if you wanted to. They are your classic sterling silver earring posts. But do you know what? Our graphics actually say plain. There is nothing plain about these at all. They've got almost the curvature of a leaf, so very Mother Nature inspired. When you actually have sterling silver being the most lustrous of your precious metal, if it's finished to perfection like these are, you get a liquid like luster. That's something I know that many of you have heard me say time and time again, liquid luster. And you've definitely got that here. Now on the reverse, there is a tiny, and I will show you in a second, a little tiny jump ring, which you can, like I said before, take off or leave in. It's entirely up to you. Embellish or just keep as simple stud earrings. There's that curve that I was referring to. Can you see that luster, how the light plays across? You've been absolutely crying out for these. Loads of messages from our jewellery maker asking for earring, sterling silver earring designs like this. But it's a finished piece of jewellery, Laura, isn't it? I mean, if you actually take those jump rings off, they're stunning as they are.
They are. They're beautiful. And again,
or add.
It's something you could maybe do drops on a little tiny sterling silver lobster clasp.
Yeah.
And attach it to the jump ring and make it removable.
Absolutely.
So that would be lovely.
Well, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yes, interchangeable.
Yeah, like they do with the charms.
Yeah, that's a really nice idea.
Yeah.
So by day you could have, you know, this lovely sort of foliage leaf-like design, and then maybe you're going sort of out to dinner after the office or something like that. Just literally attach your gemstones.
Because even leaving that jump ring on, it still looks beautiful plain. So you could keep that jump ring on and do that and make it. And you could do a little set, so you could have one for every day, different colour.
Oh, now
I
tell you what, we're talking about decadence, aren't we?
Yeah.
If there's one for every day of the week.
Wow,
My goodness,
you know.
Laura. Pretty much everybody is multi-port though, so maybe there are a lot of great minds thinking alike at this present moment in time. Joyce did, Somerset did, Helena did, Diana did, Lincolnshire, Fiona and Tanya and Carol and Terry Ray. Good morning. Nice to have your company. I'll show you around these, and I'll just turn the, in fact, let me grab the tweezers so you can actually see the 925 stamp and the quality in the finish. You know, it's not unpolished at the back. It has literally been finished to perfection. So there's that 925 stamp. Turn it round and you can actually see that curvature that I was referring to. They're breathtaking, aren't they? Lots of you on the web, lots of you on the phone lines. You do get one pair with, of course, your butterfly backs. Wait. No, you need to be dialing. Kim, can I have a pen, please? Emma, I need a pen. Quick. Emma, these are gonna sell out. What? She's a good egg. Don't trip, darling. Right, what is this? WKRF. Do you want me to write this down for you as well, Laura? £3.95. 97. £3.95. So the reason why I'm doing this is so that we can order ours as well. Do that in the break, not a problem, easy as. And that's for, so just so we know what they are. People are buying fives, why wouldn't you? That's just redonkulous.
I've got the app on my phone, so...
Have you got the app?
Yeah, well, I have to have it, don't I? So I can sneak out and go and get orders for everybody.
There we go. Laura, you know I sorted you out last time.
Yeah.
You know I sorted you out last time. Sorry, I'm just writing down my order. I hope you don't mind. Shopping with you. Keep that right there. Thanks, Emma, for the pen. Absolutely flying. Tons of you there. I'm not surprised. That is absolutely ridiculous. For genuine sterling silver, we're not talking about copper with a sterling silver overlay here, folks. We're talking about, you know, precious, beautiful, rare commodities that are 925 sterling silver. I mean, how exceptional are they, Laura?
You know what else you could do?
What?
Fold over that post and then pop it onto a sterling silver chain. Yeah, but you just fold it over, so it'd almost be like a hidden bail, and then pop a chain straight through it, and again, you could have that interchangeable drop to go with those interchangeable earrings.
You're pretty clever, aren't you?
I have a moment every now and again.
Can I know what you mean now, because these are going to sell out because, again, lots of you are there. And if there's any remaining come the end of the hour, there will be two ladies here in the studio, app at hand, who will be able to grab the remaining quantity. Moving on to the wire bending jig. Oh, what am I talking about? Oh yeah. Now I'm going to lean on Laura's knowledge because I don't know what this does. Obviously it bends wire. Yes. before you say it. I knew you were going to get it bent wire out.
Wow.
Funny that.
You know.
Okay, we've only got a limited quantity. It's super popular with our wire workers or aspirational wire workers. I've never even seen it before, so that tells you how quickly it actually sells out. Yeah, have you ever sold this, Kim? Never. Claire? No, never. So there you go. Tells you how popular it is. So you actually have got sort of a base here then, Laura, and then you've got your little pins. So, Laura, whilst everybody is dialing through, or maybe we should get the price in. Sorry, Kimbo. There's me just telling you what to do. There's only 20, £4.95. Whilst you're dialing, Laura, what do we do with our wire bending jig?
Well, it's just a little bit more of a compact kind of version of the jig. So with the jig, you put your pegs in and you can create sort of random shapes. With that one, it's a little bit, you can just create shapes with it. You put your pegs in. I think you can create findings with it, you know, and it's you place them into places and just pop your wire around. You treat it exactly like you would any other jig.
It gives you a consistent shape, doesn't it?
Gives you consistency.
Especially if you want to duplicate that shape.
Yeah, if you've got something where you've got that same pattern going throughout it, then obviously you're going to get that consistency. But also if you want to make quick and easy findings, you've got it there. You can just make, again, consistent findings.
Yeah.
You know, if you've got your sterling silver wire, say, then you can make sterling silver earring findings out of it. And again, you know that it's going to be the same every time.
Yeah, because you've got the perfect curves. You've got, as you can see, the angles there, the straight lines, and like I say, the pins to create your own shape. There was only 20 of these, and we are super busy. So please do check out. What are the screws for? Is that to put into a workbench if you wanted to? Yes,
you can put it onto a workbench. And I know that Helen often gets like the little wooden chopping boards, because I know she's got like her gizmo attached to it. So you just attach it, so then you can just keep it attached, but
that's a really good idea.
It's a really good idea.
So instead of drilling into a table or a workbench, you actually drill into a designated chopping board. That's
but it remains portable as well.
Yeah, great idea. Top tip. Thanks, Helen. And you're not even here in the studios. £4.95 only. Grab it whilst you can. Moving on to gorgeous. This is the colour is so decadent. Now, Laura, this is right up your street. You know, you are the lady for cabochon wrapping. You love a bit of freeform as well. You like sort of having the
organicness.
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 I couldn't get that word out then, could I? So I think these are going to be right up your street.
Yeah.
In fact, I mean, they're so individual. The amount of druzy that is in the centre, the beautiful shapes that you are actually getting, just how strong the actual banding is, which is obviously what we want in this case. That's just one. I mean, look at the amount of druzy that you've got in the centre. And of course you can be using these, you can actually use that druzy if you like to, attach to, or anchor on if you want to do some cabochon wrapping. Look at this one. Can I just say, if I turn it around that way, it looks like Australia. It does, kind of shape of Australia there. And then, look at those colours. So Laura, what would you do with these? Because they are statement gemstones.
They are, but it depends on how you set them, because a lot of the time when you get these slabs, you can see them, if you put them in different positions, they change the look completely. So you might have one that's quite long, but not so wide. So then if you let it in a different position, it just becomes a more statement piece across your neck rather than sort of down. You know, cabochon wrapping, netting, caging, you can do anything. And I will say the beauty of those is the edging.
Yes.
Because the edging is quite rough. So it's really good if you are, especially if you're starting out cabochon wrapping, if you're a little bit nervous, because the wire really holds to that edge really well, and it means that if you're a little bit nervous, a little bit new to wrapping, you know it will hold a lot more securely, and it's a big work surface as well.
Absolutely. Similarly, if you just use any of our cords, you know, I've seen designers just literally do a lark's head knot.
If you're lucky enough to get one with a hole inside.
Like this, and like I said, you can literally just leave it and suspend it like so. I also see them in fact, your suggestions that I often get text into the studio is sort of use them for interior designers. as well. They look amazing in interior design, especially if you can imagine this. Have I got a light? Yes, I have. You imagine this actually in a window, and you've got, you know, so the sunlight beaming through. It looks incredible. I don't want to hurt anybody's eyes, so I'll just maybe do it at an angle slightly. But look how you get those flashes of pinks as well, and that's just literally a UV light being shone behind, and it'll do that naturally, obviously, if it's in your window itself. Stunning in mobiles, stunning as I've seen them as curtain ties as well, and amazing in jewellery, obviously. 200 carats for your purple agate large slabs. Like I said, they are some of the largest, and I absolutely love these colours. Love the fact that you have got that the mixture of smooth and quite coarse edges, but coarse still comfortable to wear. Now, Pure Decadence weekend should be, well, we should be bringing them to you at £9.95. That's for all three. But you might get different shapes. They're all individual. They're as individual as you and I. You will get 3 and you will get 200 carats. And you will all only pay £6.95, whether you've made your confirmations before or right now. Everybody pays that £6.95 postage, whether you made that confirmation 2 minutes ago or just now, and whether you're dialing through. I love that combination of purple and pink.
And it's going to go with any wire as well. You know, it's again, if you put copper with it, it's going to warm the whole piece up. If you put silver with it, it's going to be quite, you know, fresh. Gold's going to go beautiful with it.
Yeah, that's true.
There's no colours that won't go with that. And
purple is a very popular colour, and probably for that reason, because it is so complementary.
Yeah, and again, it complements a lot of gemstones as well. So you know, it's a really lovely stone to have, I think, in your collection.
I agree. Yeah, rose quartz or your amethyst or even your blue lace agates. You know, anything like that. Clear quartz would be absolutely incredible. Smoky quartz.
Anything really.
Funny enough, both you and Claire, my producer, actually said in unison there, silver would look fantastic with these. I've got some silver wire coming up, 100 metres. Now, Laura, one of the things you said to me today was that you needed a 100-metre wire. Unfortunately, so does everybody. So do most of our Jewellery Maker viewers. I've only got 23, unfortunately. Laura, you're not going to be able to get this. Listen, sorry. It's your 0.4, which I know. I'm not even going to look at her right now because I know she's going to be going.
Give you the angry mum face.
I was genuinely scared. And it's 100 metres, which is the most cost effective, the most affordable way of buying it. And yeah, it is, I would say, our most popular wire. 0.4 in the silver is our most popular wire. I've got 20. To be honest, I wish I had 2,000 available this Sunday morning, because they would go. I've got no idea. I've been crying out for it. Listen, I've been talking about that on air for how many months now?
I know.
I've still not got it. I've still not managed to get it. I've brought it to air for you guys, but I've not been able to buy it personally, and I do a little bit of wire work, and it's 0.4 that I use the most of. Now, 100 metres. It's going to last you ages. I mean, obviously it's dependent on how much you actually create, but it's going to last you a very, very, very long time. That's working out at 15 pence per metre, you know, and you know, a metre of wire, Laura, will take you a long way in weaving, won't it?
Yeah, it will. I mean, Viking knitting, it's ideal for Viking knitting, it's ideal for tiaras, wedding season,
which is what I use them for.
Tiara twisting. You know, it is such a lovely versatile wire that goes, and it complements everything. And I've got to say, that is going to be an ideal addition to the first kit, because it would make a beautiful different colourway.
Okay.
Because we've got a main colour.
Yes.
And that colour.
That would look
so that as an alternative would just be amazing, and to have that amount would just, again, it's decadent, isn't it?
Absolutely, 100%, because you've got that, you'll have a sort of duo of tones there. Diana, I'm not surprised you bought 2, lovely. I would be doing exactly the same. Catherine, Linda, West Sussex, Sandra, Susan, Ted, hello to you, Sally. Webbers with it in the baskets. Listen, we've got 20, that's it. I haven't got 20 today and then 20 reserved for another auction. That's it, that's all we have in our vault. So once it's gone, it is absolutely gone. You know, if you're number 21 on the phone lines or on the web, unfortunately, it is going to be a case of sold out. Well done. $14.95. Congratulations. I'm going to move on because it is going to sell out. Now, shall I bring you... Ooh, that's the big one, isn't it? 1 mil rose gold. Again, a great addition to today's kit. 1 mil. Laura, it's all about the structure.
Yeah, you don't need to sell rose gold or copper colour wire to me because I think it's amazing. The structure, this lovely wire here, particularly this new one that we've got, is lovely and soft as well. So it's really easy to use, but easy to harden if you want to. So you can just, you know, use your hammer and steel block and just gently work hard on it if you want to get that shape set, as such. Your rings, you've got your sort of cuff bases, you've got everything really, especially with that jig as well. Because you create the consistent links and then just gently hammer them and you can make a really lovely statement piece.
Now, the reason why I'm sort of messing around with the wire on your screens is because I wanted to sort of demonstrate just how soft it is. You know, Laura's just mentioned that our new wire is particularly malleable. You can harden it, obviously, but if ever you've struggled with wire in the past for, I don't know, dexterity issues, maybe it's you found it hard on your hands in the past, or our copper wire, our new wire is particularly soft, so it's even the thick gauge is like 1 mil, so it's easier to manipulate, and that's why I was literally just, you know, rocking it back and forth within my thumb and forefinger and my index finger, sorry. So yeah, so you can actually see the softness there. So if wire workers, if you've not been able to sort of step into the wire work medium because of the malleability of the wire, try our new wire, and this is it here, because it is particularly soft. Now, it's your rose gold colour. I absolutely adore it. It's very buttery, it's very feminine, very complimentary of all different gemstones. You've got 50 metres, so again, very affordable way of actually sourcing this wire and buying it, because again, you don't really want to run out. It's going to stop, hinder your mojo, which nobody wants, and it does. You know, if you're in the back of your mind, and it might be subconsciously that you're thinking, well, wait a second, I've only got this much of that wire, so I can't do that design. That's what you don't want. You want to be able to really let your looses free. That doesn't make any sense. Don't let your looses free. You know what I mean. Let your creativity run free. Okay, and by the way, I have got this coming up a little bit later on. So you've got the two perfect colours. This should be on your screens at £17.95. That's for 50 metres. Now, we are going to bring it at, gosh, low price. This is the thicker gauge, so generally it's a little bit more expensive, generally, because obviously there's more of a copper content, there's more sterling silver in the coating on the exterior, and obviously the colouring itself. £11.95. It's one of our new suppliers, and we are absolutely delighted with the quality of the wire that we are getting from them. You are equally so, hence why it always is busy on the web and on the phone lines. Hello to you, Karen, Rose, Beverly, Diana, Catherine, Ted, Mark, Deborah, Isabel, Nottinghamshire and Dorset. You know, nobody's having lie-ins this morning. You're all up and at 'em this decadent Sunday morning to get these incredible deals. We'll bring you the 0.6. We'll do it straight away, actually, because I'm going to assume that you're going to want both of those. Why would you buy the 0.1 and the 0.6?
You know, the ideal, you've got a lovely base wire. So your 1 mil is that lovely structure, but your 0.6 is that sort of more fluid design. So it enables you to make your rosary links. Again, you can Viking knit and get a really lovely chunky kind of knit with a 0.6. You can gizmo with it. You could gizmo and put the 1 mil through the gizmo thing, so you can combine the pair of them together. You just do anything. What? I don't want to know, do I?
Kim has she's just said to me, in my talk back, I can hear my producer, and she's like, I can do whatever I want with this. She says, and I don't even care. Quote unquote. You're not even bothered, Kim says. So what? I can just feel that sort of reckless side of you coming out, Kim. Should be £9.95. Okay, that seems good as well. I didn't realise it was under a tenner. But you can do what you want. I don't know how you can do what you want. She just does not care, Laura.
She's Kim. She can do anything.
$5.95.
Oh wow.
Not even a smidge. Not even a teeny weeny smidgen. She does not care. 50 metres of your 0.6. You can double this up if you want to make it into your thicker gauge. Again, like Laura said, it's very versatile across many of the wire work techniques. It's got that malleability, but it's also got that strength behind it. So 0.6 is, I believe it's Mark Smith's favourite wire.
Yeah, I think
for macrame.
Yeah, it's 0.6 lends itself very well to the kind of the beading and the threading sort of mediums as well, because it is something, it's fluid enough that you can macrame with it. I think you can wire hemo with it. I think that's what Helen uses for her wire hemo.
Okay.
You probably kumihimo a little bit with it. So you know, it lends itself to all of the sort of mediums as well.
Maybe that's why we're so busy on the phone lines or on the web. It's gone absolutely frantic. Hello, everybody. I'm not surprised. Like Kim, she just does not care.
Wow.
It is Sunday, yeah. What does that? Whatever. Yeah, it is Sunday. Absolutely. The day does end in Y. Absolutely. $5.95 only. Fabulous. Well done. Have we got quantity of these, Kim? I hope so. We've got 100 for you. 100. That was how many we had available at the beginning of the auction, but I'm guessing we are probably about 50% of the stock being allocated already, and many of you with us on the web. Hello to you, Janine in Carmarthenshire. Hello to you, Maeve in North Yorkshire. Hilda, Lisa. Hello to you, Sharon and Isabel and Shirley and Sue and Brenda and Glynis. Nice to have your company. Now, we have a text message saying, good morning all. Morning. What is the wooden tool on the desk, please? A new tool, methinks. It's not new, actually. I launched this tool going way back when. It's been a while since I've seen it, though. This is an American tool, isn't it? Yeah, I thought so. Now, we've got 32. It's your wooden ring mandrel, and it's the American one. Now, it comes with 2 parts. Well, more parts than that, actually, because these actually deconstruct. But this is the base. So that sits onto your desk or your workshop. Then you take your mandrel, whichever size you choose, and attach it like so. And you proceed like so. It's as simple as that.
It is that simple as well.
It is that simple. It's the American ring mandrel. You've got interchangeable. It's hugely popular, hence why I've only got less than 50 of these available. You can see the American sizes. I've got that on upside down, but let me turn that around so you can see. It goes from size 3 right the way up to your 14. Just go onto the internet, onto the web if you want to sort of translate those sizes. Basically, a size 7 is an L. N. That's right, N. Yeah, so you can work it out from there. It's a set of 6, with solid wood, and like I said, it comes with this solid base as well, which you just literally pop on, pop off. So great to actually have on your workshop. There are only workshop desk, if you like. There are only 32 of these available, or rather, there were only 32. You can see the quality of it. I mean, it's a solid piece of wood. I love the fact that you can see the grain as well.
I have that.
You've got this?
Yeah, it's on my work table.
Yeah, it's a thing of beauty, Laura, isn't it?
Yeah, it's handy as well because I think I was on last week and I made some rings for some of the crew, and Ollie said his wife was a size 5. So obviously, straight away, some people do reference in American sizing.
I still do, actually. Yeah. I think because I worked on our USA channel. Emma, you probably do as well. Yeah, we worked on our USA channel. I still say, oh, I'm a size 5/6.
Yeah. So you straight away, if in doubt, you know you've got that American version straight away. And also, it's more than just a ring mandrel, to be fair. It's a mandrel that you can create shapes with. It's also something that if you like to work, if you're working on a ring, say, and it's decorative, you can place the size you want and then just work directly on it. And
particularly in the world of the web at the moment, you know, where we do source an awful lot from the USA, etc. You know, it's probably sizes that we need to become more familiar with, because, you know, it's not just our sizes, which are the letters of the alphabet. You're probably probably see, and I know I've told you the other day I'm shopping for Tom wants an engagement ring, so, and I was like, oh, I think that's really nice that he wants to wear one. So I've been looking around for that, and a lot of the times they're the USA sizes. So yeah, absolutely. I think it's good to know both. This will help you with that, and also, like Claire, my director, has just said to me, you know, if somebody asks you for the size in an American size, you look more professional, I suppose, being able to do that straight away. There are 32 of these available, usually $16.95. I was slashing that price. You can use it not just for your rings, you can use it for so much. It's a kind of jig, if you like, to form jump rings even if you wanted to, connectors if you wanted to. $12.95 only for the lucky 32 who are making those confirmations. Again, you can see how solid it is. I mean, this is, I don't want to say steel because I'm not 100% sure, but it is most definitely a quality product. You can feel the weight in it. Yeah. Still only pay the one postage and packaging, which is $2.95 throughout the entirety of the day, irrespective of how many items you order, or irrespective of how bulky your order is. We've got Laura Binding's, Laura Binding, I have to say that, it's not just Laura, you're Laura Binding. Oh.
You're the only one that actually calls me by my proper name.
Really?
Yeah.
What does everyone else call you?
What they got a list of them. Binding is from Zena, spell binding or spell B, because Becky's gotten lazy with it now, so it's spell B.
Laura Binding Citizen, I'm hearing.
Yes, yes.
What does that mean? Oh, yeah, but I don't think that's true.
I'm not trying to take that.
Yeah, you know what you're trying to say. You're a good girl. You're a good girl. Of course I am. Well, I feel like I need to make up a nickname for you now. Oh. But I tell you what, I will when you make me. When you said you made everybody rings, where was mine?
Well, to be fair, you weren't here, and it was actually the crew I made the rings for.
It's besides the point, really, isn't it?
It's not the point. And it was for Dion. It was her last show, so I had to give her make her.
Where's Dion going? Where's she gone? She's gone to have a baby. Oh, yeah, right.
Okay. Size 5/6, right?
I don't know if you've seen this large.
Oh, I didn't notice. No, I don't know. What?
I'm only kidding, my darling. Bless her. I'm only joking. I'm going to think of the best nickname for you. But it's going to be a nice one, of course. Of course. Moving on. Should we do your DVD?
You can do. I've got some of the rings here if you want them.
Have you?
I have. Give me a second.
Oh, wow. Funny you say.
Funnily enough.
Oh, look. It is the infamous... I've got to stop saying infamous because some people take that as a negative word. I take it as a positive word. The legendary infinity ring. Now, look at that. I mean, this is exceptional. Now, if you're thinking, oh, I could never make these, you can... with this DVD that Laura has filmed for you, designed for you. Now, it's the one design, Laura.
It is, yeah.
But it's broken down into steps.
Yes.
So you've got step 1 to 6, how to create the different stages of the infinity ring.
Yeah.
So that includes sort of your weaving.
So basically, if you think of when we do a demonstration, and obviously we have lots of interruptions and things like that, this is basically a full-on, start to finish, doing the ring shank, where we put the stone on, putting the wires across, doing some weaves, doing different weaves, where we would take those wires. We cover a couple of different ring shanks. Mm-hmm. We cover a couple of different gauges of wire as well. So we cover... how you could use different combinations of wires, and how you can also use top drill gemstones, how you could use a centre drill gemstone. So basically, although it's one particular project, it hopefully gives you the range to do lots of different styles.
And use lots of different gemstones.
Yeah, and to use your confidence to where to place the wires and how to sort of develop it.
Okay, fantastic. So, I mean, it is obviously a very intricate design and a very intricate ring. So, you've got approximately an hour's worth of tuition with Laura. It's got your different gauges of wire, and it's like Laura said, got the top drill gemstones as well. Bring that price tag in for you. If you want to create the infinity design, £4.95. It gives you the means to do that. I mean, you've got drusies there, you've got top drill gemstones there, you've got beautiful ovals there, and all of them have that intricate intricacy that comes from this wonderful.
Yeah, it's about how being able to layer your wires and about how to sort of have that confidence to just sort of have a go, really.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think once you've got it nailed, there's nothing stopping you taking this to, I don't know, maybe actually having it so the gemstone is set maybe on the vertical rather than the horizontal.
Yeah.
You can take it to another level then if you wanted to.
The idea is for you to basically think, right, okay, now I know the techniques, I can now take that away and have a go at doing different variations of it. And it's just like you say, knowing that, actually, don't be afraid to try something with those wires, or it doesn't work, you can just replace them, or it's just to have a little bit of fun with it.
And similarly, whilst this is a ring DVD, you can take this to a bangle.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I think it helps get that confidence using finer gauges of wire, because we do use a 0.8 and a 0.25 gauge wire, because those are the wires that enable you to create those intricate layers. But as I said, we do touch on using a 1mm and a 0.4 as an alternative if you don't feel confident. But it just gives you that confidence to use all these wires and not be afraid of the fact that, oh my goodness, I've got like 8 wires now, what do I do? Yeah. Because you know what to do.
Absolutely. Now, one of the things you can see it here on the screen, Laura is actually creating with is the metal ring mandrel, and this, so you've had the USA sizes. This is what we tend to use here in the UK more frequently. If you were to go with any jewellers, whenever they size a ring or take it up, take it down, or simply sort of reform it, they'll use a mandrel like this. It comes in a lovely sort of leatherette pouch, which again keeps the quality, keeps sort of the actual letters of the alphabet on the side, so great for storage, great for it's very transportable as well, so I would suggest you keep it in this. And it's got all the different sizes of your ring mandrel, along the ring mandrel. So basically, you saw Laura then actually creating with it, using the mandrel to make that shape, but similarly it's a great way of sizing rings. Great way of working with metal onto this, because it is solid steel.
Yeah. So you can hammer directly onto that, and you know what I tend to do with mine, because it comes with the pouch, is I get the little tiny interchangeable head hammer that we sell, very small one, and I keep that in the pouch so you can hammer directly onto it. Ah,
okay. Well, it's big enough, isn't it?
It fits in there, yeah.
Yeah, good idea, top tip. And you can use this for clay, you can bake this if you wanted to. Yeah. You can use this for silver clay.
Yeah, you can use it for pretty much anything, and again, you don't have to just use it for rings. You can use it as if you want to make hoops for jump rings, or for earrings, or connectors, like you say. And again, you've got that advantage of being able to hammer directly onto it. So for me, I've got both of them for different reasons.
Yeah, absolutely, totally agree. And sometimes as well, some people might find it easier for one design maybe to use like that US mandrel, and then maybe this for another design. This, because this is obviously one which fits into the palm of your hand, and like you said, like Laura was saying, you can literally hammer onto it if you wanted to. But this is a classic mandrel, really. This is what you see more frequently here in the US, in the UK anyway, and it's always popular. Now, I know most of our designers have not just got one, they've got multiples of, because especially you start working with your coppers, your silvers, you don't want to cross-contaminate your polymer clays, etc. It is without doubt an essential tool for any jewellery maker, and it is without doubt an essential tool for any jewellers. I don't think there'll be a jewellers in this, well, I'm guessing, but I highly doubt there'll be many jewellers that would not have a mandrel on those premises. Now, I haven't seen it for a very long time, actually. If this might be the first time in months. Coming your way today at £8.95. £8.95. Like I said, it's a solid bit of kit. Once you've got one, you probably never need to change it, as long as you don't lose it.
No, I mean, and again, it's portable, so it just comes along with you. It doesn't take a lot of space, and use that pouch. I mean, I put little gemstones in it. I put my hammer in it. You could put anything in it, and it does all fit. And it's like you say, I paid a lot more for my very first ring mandrel. I paid about £10 extra.
Okay, on top of the £8,
of that, and mine was with a wooden handle that then fell off. Yeah. So I then had to go and get another one. Yeah. Whereas that's really sturdy, and it does last. I mean, I've still got my original one. It's a little bit
battered and loved.
battered, but yeah, it still goes.
But that's the difference. I mean, I can remember if I think about the jewellery workshops that I've worked at, you know, in jewellers, they all had the steel mandrels. Yeah. They were never wooden ones or anything like that. They all had the steel mandrels, you know, and if you're resizing, particularly if you just want to go up or down just like one size or something like that, they don't take metal out. It depends on how much, obviously, it's going up or it's going down. But if it's just going down a fraction, they'll literally just put it to the size, which you can do because you've got the letters there, and just hammer it with a very soft, it's sort of a plastic-ended hammer itself, and compress the gold or the silver or whatever it is that you're actually using. Well done. Already loads of you there. Again, you can see just how clear those ring sizes are. £8.95 only. I have a star buy coming up next. It's been a jam-packed show already. Don't forget, the deal of the day is going to be huge. We're talking about a 50% price reduction. I have got the launch of the blue diamonds, which is just amazing. There's going to be some very lucky collectors. That's only just over an hour away, so 10 o'clock for your blue diamonds. Stunning openness of colour. But right now, it's your next star buy. I've not seen these before and I love them. Aren't they beautiful? We've got a big quantity auction, 273, brand new in. Oh, they're like sort of vanilla swirls. This is genuine shell. So you have that iridescence, that shine, that beautiful reflection. Rare to see a shell in a round, isn't it? Very, very, very rare to see. I mean, generally, you think shell and they're sort of flat surfaces, maybe a little bit concave or convex. And again, you think of sort of your abalone shape, I suppose. So how often do we get rounds in shell? Well, seldom. I've got 273 for you. I love the fact that these have got that flash of silver running through the centre, but they're also that lovely milky, creamy white colour, which I'd simply restrand and leave them as they are. I think they're beautiful. Yeah, they're lovely. Perfect for summer.
Yeah, and any outfit as well, beach or just going out, sort of day wear, really. They're lovely. Day, night, anything.
Anything. Bridal.
Bridal.
As an alternative to pearls. I mean, look at that. Okay, could this be any more vintage right now? Could this be any more vintage, what I'm wearing? That looks stunning, doesn't it? I really love these shells. And again, think about your holidays when you're travelling and you maybe don't want to take your expensive gemstones. These are nice and lightweight. They're still, of course, rare, especially because of the size that you're getting here and the shape that you're getting here. But most importantly, it's still beautiful, still something that you'd enjoy wearing. I'm loving this, just really simply restranded, maybe a sterling silver clasp on the top or copper clasp, whichever be your preference, and you're away. They've got that crisp whiteness whilst not being too stark. Does that make sense?
Yeah, they've got a softness to them. They've got that sort of nice classic look, but with a sort of a soft glow to them.
Yeah, absolutely. They're a little bit more creamy.
Yeah.
But then you get that flash of silver, of iridescence that comes from the actual shell itself. So you will still see that kind of play of colour across the surface of each of those gemstones. And they are kind of like almost like you've stirred cream, I suppose, and you can see the actual patterns forming within. Brand new, never been on your screens previously before. I love them as they are because you could take these in so many different ways. If you wanted to introduce colour, then you absolutely can. This will look incredible with coral, for example, or with pearls. I love them as they are. Anne in Shropshire is saying, how about putting small gold roses spaces in between? Only on the front neckline. Yeah, that would look stunning, wouldn't it? That would look lovely. Ooh, Deborah in London. I've got these in a smaller size and I put them in silver with silver tubes. They look yummy. Great show, girls. Thank you. Thanks for joining us. Do you know, I love that idea as well. Just little individual spaces in between. That would be, I mean, it's a gemstone which we can get, and maybe you're new to Jewellery Maker and you're thinking, I'd like to start in this medium, but I don't want to have the big investment, I don't want to have the huge outlay. Well, hopefully you've been watching long enough now to learn that that's not the case with us here at Jewellery Maker. You're getting genuine gemstones here, beautiful white shell, and we should be launching it at £8.95. It's exceedingly rare to get the rounds. I mean, that's quite logical, I suppose. Mother Nature doesn't tend to make many round shells, if any at all, actually. Not £8.95, 273 is the quantity that we have. If you've got an order open already, you might as well, hadn't you? Do you know, I'm probably the best and worst person to go shopping with, because I will tempt you. You know...
You're that little devil on the shoulder.
I am that person saying...
Yeah, well, it isn't a sale. Or
are you going to think...
price.
Well, we regret the things that we don't buy more than the things that we do. True? Absolutely true.
Definitely. And again, going back to that infinity ring, but I mean, just one of those in an infinity ring design is going to be ideal, because you get to see all of that sort of iridescence, and it's just one stone alone. And for that price, I mean, pair of earrings.
Yeah, you only need one.
Well, one for a ring, pair of earrings, simple drops on head pins. It's just the potential is amazing. It'll
go with all of the findings as well, you know, your golds, your silvers, your rose golds. Yeah. I love the fact that every suggestion, we've had a couple of suggestions then, and you were all saying just putting a couple of designs or sort of roses or spaces in between, spaces, or even crimps would look lovely. So you've got that sort of tube, and you've also got sort of the rounds as well. I love that sort of performance, the way they're really silky, the way they're sort of shimmering, and they have that softer version of a white gemstone. Absolutely glorious. Well done. £5.95. We had 273 of these available, and already they are very, very popular. Brenda, Lanarkshire, hello to you. Anna, Jean, Jennifer, another Jean. People choosing to multi-buy, and I would be doing exactly the same. You could do that monochrome look if you wanted to. I tell you, these look amazing with as well. Is the deal of the day. They look incredible with the Ethiopian opal.
Oh, the thing is, they're just going to go with any gemstone, aren't they? And again, any wire. If you've got coloured wires, they're going to go lovely with those. So you could really decorate them up with just a couple of swirls with some sort of 0.6 coloured wire, like that copper that we had earlier, and just swirl it across the stones. And that's all you'd need. Again, you don't want to do anything too complicated, because they are really, really pretty.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're
gorgeous on their own. You don't, like I said, that's the benefit. These are great if you're new to jewellery making, or you're like me and just, you know, keeps things very simple in terms of the design. Or if even, well, jewellery makers that have been with us for a length of time and are very established, I know, will be thinking, well, they're a staple. They're a stash must-have. They're a go-to. We've got people buying 6s and 2s and 3s and 4, because I don't see round shell every single day, and in terms of quantity, they are absolutely flying. We have got a little, just over 100 remaining. We had 273, so within a couple of minutes, that's how popular they are. Check out as soon as you can. There's still opportunities. Don't abandon those calls. Okay, shall we bring you some tools? Do you know, I was talking the other day and I was saying, where's all our tools? I haven't seen tools in ages. Well, sometimes you just got to ask, haven't you, Laura?
It always helps to ask.
Yeah, it does help to ask. Now, bail making pliers. A bail can be what you use in your earrings, to suspend a feature. They can be what you use in a pendant. A bail that's the function. Yeah. But it's also something that you can make very beautiful.
It is. I'm huffing because that's the one pair I haven't got.
They're the smaller pair as well, aren't they?
It's the one pair I don't have.
Can I open these out? So these are, firstly, they've got the comfort grip, they've got the elongated handles, so they are great to fit in your hand and really comfortable to wear. Can I give you a little heads up? These are going to be price slashed for the first ever time. Laura, you know that app? Do you want me to add it to the list?
Yes, please.
Okay. I'll be writing that down for us, Laura. Like I said, we're shopping as we go, aren't we? 1.5 millimetre by 2.5 millimetres. So that's referring to the two different size of pins that you've got here to actually make your bail. Yeah, these are the smallest, aren't they? The smaller size. So
yes.
they when they're on screens, they sell out.
They do. I've got, this is the next size up that I've got. And then I've got the size up again, which I've left at home, which I'm really annoyed at myself about, because they come with me everywhere. My bail making pliers are essential just for making loops in the end of my chains or my necklaces, and those are ideal for that sort of, that more intricate thing. Jump rings, anything like that.
Yeah, you can make these for, use these for jump rings as well, can't you?
Coils, little end caps.
Yeah.
Just, oh.
Sorry, Laura.
I know, I don't want to know.
It's been price slashed for the first time ever as well. So if you're making those confirmations already, fantastic. You're not going to be disappointed. If you're thinking, I want to see that deal, not long to wait. Quantity? Have we? Oh, we've got quantity, Laura. I'm definitely writing down this code for you, my lovely. Look, pen at the ready. Should be on your screens at $6.95. Really?
Yeah.
For a tool?
Yeah, I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
Laura, I'll write you a list underneath, Laura. Me. So you are KWZX15 $3.95. I tell you what, lots of big spenders so far, Laura.
I'm not going to get them, am I?
No, we've got 300.
Okay.
Is that a good quantity for tools, though?
I'm going to be going out in the break.
Probably not at this price, Kim says.
Thanks, Kim.
What that means is, yeah, Laura, you're probably going to miss out. You've got literally, in a few minutes, you can run out and join everybody, because look, tons of you there. This is the smallest of your bail making tools, bail making pliers. So yeah, it's not just for bails. You can use them for your intricacy, like Laura was suggesting. It's the first time it's ever been price slashed. Just to again re-quote my producer, she says, I just don't care. She actually does keep saying, I don't care. I like this wild Kim. Wow, it is busy. It is. I don't think we're ever going to be able to better this price point. Let's just put it that way. 300. That's all we've got. It's probably going to sell out. Incredible. Now, don't forget we have got inspiration with the wonderful Laura coming your way. A great way to start your wire work journey if you want. Stunning gemstones, incredible wire opportunities. We've got a 10-strand opportunity coming up, and at 10 a.m. we've also got the blue diamonds. So please don't go anywhere. Absolutely overwhelmed that I can bring you that quality. I know you're going to absolutely love them. So we'll be back after this.
Are you new to jewellery making? Not sure where to start? Then head over to our website and check out our Get Started page. Watch the welcome message from presenter Carol and find out all about Jewellery Maker. Watch one of our easy-to-follow tutorials where our guest designers will teach you the basics and give you the confidence to start making earrings, bracelets and necklaces. If you prefer to simply have a go, then check out our starter kits. They contain everything you need, including instructions, tools, gemstones and clasps, allowing you to create your very first jewellery pieces. You can either watch the video tutorial or follow the step-by-step instructions to give you plenty of inspiration. We also have an array of beginners workshops that you can attend here at our studios and join our experienced designers and get a taste for this fabulous hobby. We will guide you through the basics to get you started making your own beautiful jewellery. Everyone is welcome in the jewellery making family, so start your jewellery making journey today. If for any reason you're not satisfied with your purchase, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund. We are live every day from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. So come and join in and get creating with Jewellery Maker.
Did Did you know no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging? Select our standard delivery for just $2.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for $4.95.
If you have a question or a query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Did you know that Jewellery Maker's phone number is free from a UK landline? Now you can spend those extra pennies on more shopping.
Do you know what is ever so funny having two sisters on crew together? I didn't do that. That's so cute. Oh, do you know what, they get on ever so well? That's Emma and Claire, by the way. They're two sisters. They also looked after little Brutus for me as well. He is cute. He misses you too. He misses you. Now, we have got the kit coming your way with the gorgeous Laura binding. Amazing wire-work deals. 10 o'clock, so literally an hour from now, you may well become the proud owners of some of the most exceptional blue diamonds. That's in today's show, the launch of. We've got the deal of the day coming up at 11 o'clock, which is stunning Ethiopian opals at one of the biggest price reductions that we've ever managed to achieve. I say we, as if it's the royal we. It wasn't. It was down to Bella, the head of our buying team. So hats off to her. Now, it is time for... Okay, consider it this way. Who's got a giant chiffon bag about this big? Anybody? No? Maybe not that big. Okay, maybe about this. Maybe about this big. Who's got a chiffon bag about that big? No? Me neither. Imagine, you know the bead scoops? Imagine the bead scoop supersized, you know, but not supersized by double or triple or quadruple. We're talking about 10 mystery gemstones. So it's like a supersized bead scoop. Do you catch my drift? Now, we can't tell you exactly what you're going to get because they are a mystery. It could be blue diamonds. It could be. It might be opal. It might be ruby, it might be emerald, it might be sapphire, it might be malachite, it might be a narchiametrine, it might be, tanzanite, who knows? That's the beauty. Because how we put together our mystery gemstone strand opportunities is, you think about it. I'm about to do on the deal of the day a big auction of blue diamonds. I highly doubt this will be the case, but you never know. I might just have one of those blue diamonds left. So what happens? It goes into one of these opportunities. And that happens with every single strand that we feature on this show. So it's a mystery. It's exciting because you might get some of the most expensive strands, which maybe you were watching on air one day and you weren't able to invest in. In fact, let's get interactive right now. Let's get some of our wonderful viewers who've maybe purchased from either a gemstone scoop or a gemstone mystery bundle like this. Tell me what gemstones you've actually managed to get hold of. So it doesn't matter if it's the 10 strand or it's the gem scoop, it's basically the same principle. 60777, start your text with JM Studio. So, Laura, what gemstones have you had in a bundle like this or a bead scoop?
You get pearls, you can get jaspers, you can get agates, you get such a lovely variety. I have had some lovely chips with amethyst and...
now we're talking high-end gems are mixed in there
Jamethyst.
Jamethyst?
Jamethyst. Not sure what that is.
It's a new one.
Amethyst, I've had amazonite, I think. You know, some lovely, lovely gemstones. For me, I love them all. So.
And me. And the beauty is that you'll also get different cuts, different carat weights, different shapes, different sizes. So, I haven't got anything here to show you. Because you know what? I don't know what you're going to get. And I don't want you to think, oh, well, that's what I'm going to get. Because everybody's will be different. But here's a top tip. It's a bit cheeky. Maybe if you multi-buy, if you bought more than one, you can pick out your favourites out of those two and then send the other one back. Probably won't want to, but that's what I do. Yeah, why not? Why not? Nothing's stopping you doing that. It comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. We're not going to know because we haven't got written down, well, hang on, Miss Jean actually had, you know, this and this. Jean, that's what we want back. We haven't done that. It would take us too long. Carol in Kent has said, I had golden obsidian. Wow, well, we don't see golden obsidian very often. I had a strand yesterday, and that was the first time in months. I'm wondering how many people have had tanzanite in the past, how many people have had sapphires, how many people have had ruby and emeralds. You know, big high-end gemstones, which you usually are a more investment price tag, so could sometimes be out of our price point. You know, times of the month that, you know, there are strands that I can't purchase. I'm never too proud to say that. Liz and Ken, morning all. I had some kunzite. Wow, did you? In a mystery strand bundle. Kunzite. I couldn't believe my eyes. Yesterday I had morganite in a bead scoop. Yeah. You know, we're talking about high-end gemstones here. Pauline in East Riding of Yorkshire, I got pink sapphire. Wow. And kyanite. Wow. In a mystery bundle. Ecstatic. I love the surprise factor of these deals. Absolutely. It's like Christmas, isn't it? It is like Christmas. Gaynor is saying, morning all, I had 2 strands of amber. Okay, you've got my producer very jealous. Wow. In one set. Done the happy dance when I saw them. I bet you did. Does it go like this? Shirley has said, morning lovely ladies, I had a morganite cabochon in a bead scoop that I had. Wow, we're talking about gemstones which can be exceedingly expensive, and I'm not talking about here at Jewellery Maker outside of these 4 walls. We'll always try and negotiate the best possible price, but even us sometimes, you know, we're not exempt. So for example, you know, kunzite.
Yeah, wow, amber,
exactly. Morganite, these are all gemstones which are very much considered. So you get 10 strands. They might be, I don't know, 250, 350 carats on one strand. It might well be 55 carats of tanzanite. Who knows? So that's the beauty of it. So I can't show you anything because you know what? I don't know what you're going to get. That's the thing. Can't show you anything. I don't want to mislead you. There is never anything but positive comments about our mystery gemstone strands. It's like, and the way I think about it, a supersized bead scoop, basically. It's like you getting a big chiffon bag and then having a rummage around in there.
I kind of think of it as a way that it's good. It's good because you might get something that you wouldn't order.
Yeah.
So it's something that you might think, oh, I would never have ordered that, but wow, what a lovely gemstone. Or the shape might be something that you don't work with. So it
forces you, doesn't it?
Don't force you, but sometimes it opens your eyes to something that you might not realise actually you can work with, or the scope for it.
It pushes us to think outside of our comfort zone, you know. And I'm guilty of doing this, and I know it's something I mentioned on air when I had a bead scoop. Is that, you know, sometimes what you see on air might not necessarily be what you see at home. Ethiopian Opal being a prime example, really. The amount of people, well, now our jewellery makers are realising and recognising the quality. Triple A is the best quality I've ever brought, and you're getting it home and saying, right, okay, yeah, every word you've said is absolutely true. But yeah, sometimes what you see on air might not entice you enough to make that purchase, but then when you actually get it in person, then you go, okay, wow, it is something really, really special. Now, you get guaranteed 10 strands, guaranteed 10 gemstones. That's as much as I can say. It's a big carat weight opportunity, and you are guaranteed to only invest just £25 for that super-sized bundle. That's working out, it doesn't take a genius, at £2.50 per strand. Hello to you, Denise, West Sussex, Margaret, Surrey, Kenneth, hello to you, hello to Poonam, hello to Marilyn and Yvonne and Diana, Beatrice and Jeannie and Hazel and Sarah and Sonia and Swetha and Jenny. I can't keep up with everybody's names. We are the bead scoop is probably our biggest seller, or not our biggest seller, sorry, our most popular seller. I think every time that someone comes here to the studio as well, they are always after the bead scoops, always. This is exactly the same, but a bigger version, basically, a much, much bigger version. Check out those baskets, though, as soon as you possibly can. Like I said, you might get tanzanite, you might get diamonds, you might get ruby.
Kunzite.
You might get kunzite, kyanite, exactly, all of the gemstones that our customers have just messaged in. And that wasn't me saying, you know, that's what they've received, and they're texting in live into the studio, so I haven't influenced them to suggest certain gemstones. That's what they've actually had. Incredible. I'll leave those with you. There's still opportunities. Keep dialing through, add it to your order, but it's kit time. It's kit time. Now I'm going to start with the wire, because we have Laura Binding. She is without shadow of a doubt one of our most respected wire worker guest designers that we have here at Jewellery Maker. A huge following, Laura, you have. Now and of course it wouldn't be right if we didn't give you wire, darling. So, start with, this is your should-be price. If you were to buy all the components individually off our website, you would be paying £49.20. Not today, though. Big savings. You've got 50 metres, 50 metres of purple coloured wire. This is the 0.8 gauge. So, again, great for structure, but it's the soft wire, so it's got that malleability that we were just referring to. Then, we've got this lovely champagne gold. I absolutely adore this colour of gold. I just think it's really classy and sophisticated. It's slightly softer, isn't it? A little bit more of a silver tone within, I guess. 10 metres on each of these, and you've got the 0.4, the 0.6 and the 0.8. So great gauges of wire. Lovely gauges, beautiful to work with. Lovely colours. Absolutely. I totally agree. Lovely. There's nothing more to say about it, really. No, it's just a lovely kit. Yeah, 100%. So 4 spools of wire in all of those different gauges. Then wait until you say, oh, Laura, I'm in love with both of these strands. Yeah, I had to sit and look at them for a little while. Wire. I would have to sit and look at this for a while. This is stunning. Zambian amethyst. If ever you've wondered why I always emphasise Zambian amethyst, this is why. It's the quality. It's what jewellers aspire to in terms of its colour. Deep, velvety, decadent purples. My goodness, that's incredible, isn't it? Doubly stranded as well, so you can see just how perfect the amethyst is. 100 carats in total, from 7 to 10 millimetres in their size. They're top drilled pairs. Oh yeah, I agree, Laura. I'd have to look at this as well. And I'm holding it now. There's nothing behind. There's nothing blocking the light. So if anything, this will be lighter, held out like so. Imagine when it's like up against the décolletage. Yeah. You know, where you've got the skin tone behind to have that enhancement of pink, I suppose. Oh, look at that one there. Oh, I'm in love with that one. Doubly stranded and exceptional clarity. Secondary hues of pinks radiating through, and of course the gorgeous soft blues. For this strand alone, I would expect this to be over £49. We're talking about Zambian amethyst, the likes of Fabergé. We know Fabergé is probably one of the most historical jewellery houses. Actually have Zambian amethyst within their collections, sourced from the Gemfields Mind. It's owned by them. They bought that brand for the prestige, which hopefully indicates the prestige of the amethyst itself. Not just this though, you're also getting another rare opportunity. I'm going to have to pop that down for a second because I want to hold this out for you as well. Bolivian, one locational ametrine. This is your bi-coloured natural treasure that simply cannot be replicated, cannot be attempted, I suppose, by man within a laboratory. It's a fusion of amethyst and citrine that forms that wonderful natural gemstone. It's one tiny mine in the world, tiny mine that is responsible for sourcing the entire world supply of ametrine. Totally natural, as I said, 80 carats, and these are 10 by 6 up to 16 by 10 millimeters. Now, in terms of valuation, it's the size, it's the cut, it's the color, and the clarity, obviously, that determines the true value. We believe, and it is obviously our interpretation, our prediction, we can't say it's absolutely going to happen because I can't read into the future, but we believe that ametrine is a gemstone which is destined for real dizzy heights, so that of tanzanite, and it's logical because tanzanite comes from lots of mines. Well, I say lots of mines. There's four different mines across the foot of Kilimanjaro. Many of those aren't actually unearthing any gemstones right now, but this just one tiny mine, and it actually looks kind of like a little sort of hobbit home. It is minuscule. Let's bring that wonderful amethyst back into the equation. I don't want to put that down out of the picture for too long because that combination is amazing. Like you said, Laura, before, it's a lovely kit.
It's just beautiful, and this is the kit I was referring to, where 0.4 silver would go lovely as well because of the colourway. It's just a beautiful kit to work with. It's
I agree.
Just
I mean, you've
stunning.
got two high-end gemstones here, both of which could easily command the price tag that you've got on your screen of $49.20, and 4 spools of wire in your 0.8, your 0.6 and your 0.4, in your purple and also your gold. Let's bring that price tag in. Hope I've got enough of these to go around. Okay, just over 100. That's quite an exciting quantity, actually, which surprises me with Zambian amethyst. $21.95. That's over £27 saving this morning, right here, right now. Again, you'd invest that for the amethyst, wouldn't you? You'd pay that for the amethyst.
I am shocked. I am totally shocked. I would think that you would be looking at least £15, £16 for one of the strands, at least, as a starting point. So for 2 of them, plus the wire, that really is crazy.
The reality is, both of these gemstone strands are star-buy worthy, without shadow of a doubt. And if I was bringing you this Zambian amethyst strand as a star-buy at £21.95, it would not surprise me in the slightest. On our website, by the way, for the ametrine, let's talk about the ametrine for a while. On our own website, so I'm comparing directly with Jewellery Maker, it goes right the way up to $31.95, which actually, again, very affordable. But here, you can pay more than this for one strand, and that's just the ametrine. And the Zambian amethyst, again, I would expect this to be probably double that price tag. We had 108 exactly. There's loads of you on the phone line. Like we keep saying the word lovely. It's a beautiful kit.
It is a beautiful kit. It's the kind of kit that, obviously, I've put it all together, but it's the kind of kit that I would sit and I would just really make something beautiful and enjoy making lots and lots of lovely one-off pieces with it. I've still got tons of gemstones left. I've still got potential for so much. Infinity rings, obviously we discussed how you can use these gemstones in those rings. Earrings, just keep it simple. Pendants, if you do bridesmaids commissions, purple's a very, very popular colour for bridesmaids. And that Zambian amethyst is a beautiful tone, a classic amethyst, isn't it?
Do you know, you can tell, totally. It is. Funny enough, that's really weird that you say that, Laura, because Tom said to me last night, he was showing me some wedding outfit for blokes, and he was like, I like that. I like the colours as well. And it was amethyst purple. Yeah, amethyst purple. It's a classic colour. It's recognisable, isn't it? You would know it. And it's a recognisable gemstone. Do you know, you can tell I love it because I'm stroking it. I'm literally, that's my favourite, the amethyst. I'm literally stroking it just because it's got that really velvet, intense, decadent colour without shadow of a doubt. And the more intense the purples, the more valuable it is. You want the strength of hue, the secondary hues coming through, those bluish tones and those pinks, and this kit is hugely popular, and I'm not in the least bit surprised. I'm going to take a wander over to lovely Laura, if you'll have me.
Oh, come on over.
I'll take a mosey over. Come on, I'll come over and give you a squidge. I've seized. Yeah. Do you know what? I'm starting to seize up a little bit now. I had my hair done this morning, and I couldn't get up on the chain.
You couldn't know. It was quite amusing.
I kind of did that.
It's
I'd seized. I wasn't even in there long. Rocks. I'm growing quickly, Kim says, yeah.
Look.
Whoop. Popped out. Always a joy, always a pleasure. I have to take my shoes off because I look like I literally look like a.
I realise I've got this like nice sort of dress on, and then I've got my pink sparkly trainers on underneath.
Next to you. Okay, what a joy to work. We've got loads to squeeze in as well in this hour because I'm going to assume this kit is going to sell out. But stunning pieces, Laura. I mean, look at this.
Yeah, I mean that to me is pure decadence because I was just having a field day with all this wire, and look
how much you've got left.
Wire. It just wouldn't end. It's great.
Yeah, I reckon you've got at least 50% of your wire left over. And like I said, you've used it on other bracelets designs, that necklace design as well.
And it's all been made, apart from that tiny little bit of chain, the rest has all been completely made with all of the wire, really. And I still got this handful. Look at this.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Beautiful.
And that, to me, you know when you just see, look at this here, that to me is a parcel.
Yeah.
You know, that's what you expect jewellers to buy, just like that.
Yeah.
A little parcel of gemstones.
And they're beautiful, and they're sizable still. I've still got some size. It's not like they're all like teeny tiny ones or anything like that. They're beautiful, aren't they?
Amazing.
I'm wearing earrings as well out of the kit.
Oh yes, you are. Yeah, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of jewellery, but they're wire heavy, they're gem heavy pieces. So $21.95, gonna fly. Now, obviously, is that kit sold out? Oh, there's literally a few left, so do check out. Let's bring you some more wire, shall we? So the gold and the purple. Oh.
Wow. It's got to be 1 mil, right?
Yeah, it's got to be. It's so soft.
I know, it's so easy to work with, and it's really good because if it starts off like that, then it's easier for you to work with, and then you can use your hammer to sort of make it work hardened. So, you know, you can set it into shape, but you can...
Yeah, we keep talking about the softness of it. Don't think that it has to stay soft. It doesn't have to. You can work harden your wire, and it's just literally with a hammering technique. So if you want something to be solid. But the benefit is that it really helps with the actual making of the pieces of jewellery. You've got 2 50-metre spools here of 1 mil wire. In obviously your purple and also this gorgeous gold. I mean, that to me is like, you know, when I was over in Jaipur with the team, over with our Jewellery Maker team as well, I looked at a solid bar of gold.
Did you?
Have you ever held a bar of gold?
No.
It's very heavy.
Wow.
Do you know, I can't remember the exact statistic. Do you know a bar of gold, because gold is very, very, very stretchy, will go round the world, I can't remember the gram weight, will go round the world stretched twice.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
1 bar of gold. I'm sure that, I can't remember what gram weight it was, but what I was holding, and it was weighty, was said that will wrap around the world twice.
Wow. That's crazy.
Fab, isn't it?
That's amazing, isn't it? When
Yeah,
you think of it like
but
that.
you know, I looked at this colour and I was like, that's like that bar of gold. It's really rich, it's really decadent. We keep using that word, obviously, for the decadent weekend. It's really buttery, but for our jewellery makers, it is also very, very, very soft. Great for wire writing.
Yeah, wire writing, sort of, again, your framework, anything, really. It's a lovely essential, and to have that amount is going to last you a while.
It is. It's gonna keep you going for ages. I mean, like you said, Laura, you used the 0.8 in the kit, and look how much you've got left.
And I mean, I used a lot of
you
the
did
0.8.
lose it a lot. Yeah, exactly. So 50 metres, equal measurements here, but it's in the slightly thicker gauge. Now, it should be coming your way. Really, I can remember one of those would be about 20 odd quid. $28.90 apparently for 100 metres of your 1 mil wire in both colours. Today, though, £17 and 95. That's £9 each.
That's amazing, and you know, instantly you can tell by the weight of it, can't you? It's and it's an ideal addition to this kit. You know, it would just make everything, it would make it go so much further. Not that you really need it to go much further, but you know, it's really going to take it up a level. I think you're going to be able to create some lovely woven designs with it.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Laura. If you go on our own website, can you not buy 1 spool of 1 mil wire for £17.95?
I think so, yeah.
1. So because you're tuning into the live show and you're dialing and you're acting and you're confirming now, you're getting effectively buy 1 get 1 free. correct me if I'm wrong, they are £17.95 for 1 mil wire.
I'm pretty sure they're around about that price.
Yeah,
definitely.
exactly. Wow. Yeah, confirmed, £17.95. Especially the gold colour, which actually rarely makes it to our website because it always sells out.
Yeah.
So basically, you have got a buy one, get one deal. I'm not going to quote that bloke with the windows because it infuriates me, that advert. But exceptional when you're actually watching, when you're actually watching from 1 mil wire, which we all need for most of your techniques in wire working. And the most cost-effective way of buying it is on these large spools, but even more than that, like I said, it's £17.95 for one on our website. Okay, again, just before we get into the demonstration, some people might be watching and going, I like silver, I'm not a gold person. I like both.
Yeah, I like mixing them as well.
Yeah, I like mixing them as well. If you are thinking, Kim, for example, is all about silver. She loves silver. She doesn't wear gold. You don't look silly in gold.
You don't.
She says it doesn't suit her skin tone. That I get, because actually, when I was younger, I didn't think it suited me, but now I actually prefer gold.
Yeah, and I think because we've got these different shades of gold as well, the softer tones, it's not so sort of harsh, they're a lot softer, so it does suit you.
But if you do prefer your white golds or your silvers, not a problem. This is limited edition. You've got 100 meters of your silver coloured wire in your 0.8. So 0.8, again, you can use for your structures, you can use for your wire writing, you can use for your infinity rings, you can use for your cuffs.
Yeah, use it for anything. There's the 1 gauge. If you said 1 gauge wire, what would it be? It would be a 0.8.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go then. Needless to say, it's limited edition then. So everybody's going to be wanting to be getting involved. It's the most popular colour of wire that we do actually sell, and that's because it is the most popular colour of jewellery generally. It goes with everything, doesn't it? And it does tend to be that sort of safer option, I suppose. Both girls in the gallery have said to me, Claire and Kim said, well, yeah, we'd want our engagement rings to be in white gold. Yeah, most of my friends have got a white gold engagement ring. I think I'm one of the few that actually has a yellow gold.
I've got both.
You've got both. Yes, that's right. Yours is a two-toned.
Mine's two-toned.
That's a nice idea.
Yeah.
That's a nice idea. See? Win-win scenario then. Okay, it's going to be an incredible deal. For our most popular colour should be £29.90.
For the 2 of them?
That's for the 2 of them.
Wow. Wow.
That's £14.95, and it is. It's that price point on our website. So you are, because you are tuning into the live show, you are getting 1 free, basically. Wow. Of our most popular colour. It's not necessary, really, Laura, is it, for us to do such price reductions? But that's what we're like. That's the kind of people we are here at Jewellery Maker. Why not, indeed? Well done. How many have we got, though? Because it says limited stock. Yeah, less than 100. It's not going to be enough. It will be a sellout. We've had sellouts already. I think it's a great addition to this kit. You were saying then, Laura, that with the lovely champagne-y gold, with the silver that you've got here, that'd be an amazing combination.
Yeah, definitely.
With the purple, it's going to look beautiful.
It's going to look beautiful. I mean, we had that 100 metres earlier of the 0.4. So again, if you had that, what an ultimate bundle that you've got, really,
oh my gosh,
isn't it?
That's a lot of wire
it's
as
like
well.
An ultimate.
Well, can I just maybe include the kit? The kit was £21.95. This is £14.95. This was £17.95. What does all that add up to? £50–60?
I'm not going to even try.
It's between £54.85. There we go. That's a lot of wire and a lot of gemstones for £54.80.
And it's going to go such a long way.
It is going to go a long way.
Yeah,
that's going to keep your wire working for months.
Indeed.
Obviously, depending on what you actually create. Incredible. Get it whilst you can. Again, it's time for the DVDs. You could start a hobby this morning, couldn't you? Literally.
And be very decadent about it.
And be very decadent about it. Yeah, absolutely. That's the idea of Jewellery Maker. We all start somewhere at the end of the day. We all start with probably DVDs, watching the show, you know, thinking, yeah, I could do this. I'm quite creative. I like the idea of making my own bespoke pieces of jewellery.
Yeah.
It doesn't get any more decadent than that. And our DVDs are without doubt invaluable. Even if you are an experienced jewellery maker, you'll find these so incredibly helpful. I know Fleur was saying on there, Fleur, another one of our guest designers, was saying that she refers back to DVDs.
Yeah, I do. I often get, you know, especially if I'm trying something new, like when we were trying out, like when we did the Friendly Plastic. So I got the Friendly Plastic DVDs because, you know, they're beneficial to me. I've got Fleur's chainmail DVDs. Yeah. I've got Debbie Boltford's cane DVD, you know, because it's something that for me is I can sit down and watch it. Some of them I could watch with the kids, like the polymer clay ones. Yeah. You know, they're ideal. They're definitely a necessity.
Yeah, without doubt. You're getting 7 in total. That's approximately 7 hours of tuition from various different designers. Now, I'm going to start with Laura, as she's here in the studio. So, Laura, we had the Infinity Ring DVD earlier on. Yeah. This is your Infinity pendant DVD. So, absolutely fantastic. So, there's six different chapters on this DVD, and like I said, approximately an hour. Then we've got our channel set pendants. That's with Jan.
Yeah.
That's with the lovely Jan, who was on the other day. 6 different chapters. So how you actually basically encase gems in between 2 gauges of wire, like your 0.8. So here's a few examples of Jan's. Then we've got our gemstone feature rings. Is that Jan again?
That's Jan again.
Yeah, I think it is. That's Jan again. And then that has 5 different chapters, so showing you how to use different shapes. There's a bubble-like design, there's a sort of plain round design.
I think there's a bit of macrame in there.
Yeah, a bit of macrame.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah, she uses fabric, it uses the actual threading material as well, doesn't she? Great idea. Wire work edition 4?
Oh, that's me.
Yeah, I thought so. That's the lovely Laura. So within this, Laura, you've got cuffs, rings, earrings.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mix-up, so it's got all skill levels and all mix-up of projects as well.
Fab. Wire brooches we have here.
Alison Tarry.
That's with Alison Tarry. So we're talking about, so far, what we've covered 3 different guest designers, 4 different guest designers. And there's another hour on here. Very intricate this is, so this is more, perhaps, would you say?
Oh, I don't know, because I think I often say, as long as you're happy to have a go, I think you'd be all right, because that's the whole point of having a DVD, is to be able to go back again
and you can stop and start it, can't you? And last but by no means least, you've got your twisted wire, which is with Jan. So 7 hours of our wonderful guest designers being introduced into your home, which you can, like I said, stop and start at your pace. Master designated designs and refer back to. It should be, for all 7 DVDs, £34.65. That's working out at £4.95 each. Incredibly affordable. We always rave about just how wow, I've just seen where we're going to how affordable our tuition DVDs are. Normally they're very costly, very expensive. Instead of £4.95, £1.95 each. That's £13.65 for all 7 DVDs. If you've got DVDs already, if you're about to duplicate, swap them, gift them, sell them online if you wanted to. We've got no problem with that. You can swap them with us here in the studios if you come to a workshop, not a problem. Just bring it with you, and you can swap it for another DVD if you wanted to. Many of our have a chat with our Facebook friends, Jewellery Maker on our Facebook page. Somebody might want to swap with you there.
Yeah, a lot of people do. It's often good though if you've got like a bag that you'd go away with, if you've got a holiday home or anything like that, that you can keep a couple of DVDs or something. If you have got a duplicate, like almost like a little second set as such, so that
that's a good idea. Yeah. So you can actually like keep one in the caravan.
If you've got a caravan or something like that, you could just have like a little bag that has your DVDs and a couple of tools and a couple of gemstones and a bit of wire.
That's a really good idea. I like that. I like that idea. Similarly, great gift, absolutely amazing gift. Whenever I speak to somebody about Jewellery Maker, and they're like, in particular that if they show interest in starting jewellery making, I'm like, get the DVDs.
Yeah.
If you get the DVDs, you're sorted, basically, because not everybody can afford to come to workshops here in a studio, as much as we'd like to see you, of course, but this is an affordable way of doing it. Barbara in Lancashire says, hi all, I have all of these DVDs and they are fab. I brought them individually, well worth it. This deal is a no-brainer. You won't be disappointed. Thank you, Barbara. Live message there into the studio. So you can see why so many of our jewellery makers absolutely love these DVDs. You know, many people will just buy every single one.
Yeah, definitely. And again, like I say, guest designers have DVDs as well. We buy the DVDs because, you know, it's handy to have.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice to learn.
Can I just point out that we have got way less than 100 left and over 50 in baskets and people on the phone line, so check out as soon as you possibly can to guarantee success. 7 hours of tuition, one-to-one tuition effectively with our guest designers. Okay, Laura, I just love this. I keep looking about this as a parcel
Keep sort
of gemstones.
With it as well.
Yeah.
Lovely.
What is it that you're going to be demonstrating?
I was going to have a go at just doing one of the pendants, to be honest, because you know, a lot of the main bulk.
Which one?
One on the end.
Okay.
There with the little drops, the plaited. You see, so it's a little bit more free form, and it's just about playing about with the wires and just seeing what happens. So I thought we'd go for that.
Yeah, love that idea.
So I'll let you choose the stone, the main drop
I can
stone.
do that.
I'm sure
I can do that. You want me to pick a feature stone?
Yeah, one to go in the centre because, well, whichever one you want, really.
They're all delicious, but let me see that one. That one.
That one? Okay. So for this, what I'm going to do is mainly use the 0.8 wire in the gold and the purple. I will need to use the 0.4 because I need to attach the stone to the actual pendant itself. But that's the only need for the 0.4. So what I'm going to do is cut some lengths of my wire off. Now I'm probably, because I like to sort of make this as organic as possible, I'm going to cut 2 lengths of my purple, and I'm going to take 1 length of the gold. The reason that I chose to incorporate the gold into this was because I knew I would be attaching the stone to the frame, and I knew I'd be using the gold 0.4, so I didn't want there to be that tiny little bit of gold with no tie-in.
Right.
So that's why I made sure that's why I two-toned it to have the gold in the centre as well. So I'm just going to cut 3 lengths. Okay. And my lengths are probably about just over ½ of a metre. So I keep that to one side. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is take these 3 wires, and I am going to just plait them just to give a frame and a start of a frame.
So you're plaiting just the same way that you would as if you were doing your hair?
Yeah, pretty much. So what I'm going to do is take the gold into the centre. I'm going to leave a gap here because I want this for the bail or anything that I might want to do decoratively as well. So it's always better to start a little bit down the wires so that you can use these to decorate, as I said, to sort of make it look pretty. So there's no set pattern for what I'm about to do. We're just going to sort of make this up as you go along, which is one of the things I love to do. And if you think about it, I could do that with every single one of these gemstones. So much scope left with what you've got.
That's what you're renowned for, is sort of organic, freeform-like designs. Is sort of
I tend to just sort of see what happens.
Go with the flow.
Yeah, I'm not that. Yeah, just
spontaneity.
Yeah. So. Okay, so I'm going to take the 0.8 in the purple, and I'm just going to just loosely wrap that around the 2 wires, and what that's done is just locked them for me, so that I can now use the longer lengths to plait.
Could it decide open like what you've got there, or quite tight if you wanted to?
Yeah, I can show you how you can do that. So if you wanted it, so at the moment I've got it set like this. So what I'm going to do, if you wanted it quite sort of tight, you could just really condense it with your hands and just really make it
literally
flat.
Just squeeze it together.
But if you wanted it more open, a nice little trick, and I did use this on the bangle. The bangle is 6 wires plaited. Okay. 3 of each colour. Alternated, so just plaited, and then the tails used to just decorate a tiny splash, really give it a bit more depth. And to open that plait out, I'll show you what I do. You just I take my chain nose pliers and I keep them closed, and then what I do is I go into the sort of the sections of the plait, really, and I just open them out, and so you can just do that, and it just helps shape it. But I keep the pliers closed because then I'm not actually damaging the wire. Yeah. So I don't need to have them open, and because of the shape of the pliers, it ties in with the shape of the plait. So you could then make that more open, okay? So you can do it however you want. Now, if you wanted to make it open whilst you was working with it, you could just sort of make them quite open with your hands as well. All right?
Yeah.
So, as I said, however big you want the frame to be, really. Now, you've chosen quite a small frame, stone, so I don't want to have like a massive gap between the stone and the frame.
Yeah.
So, again, you do need to have a little bit, although I do this a little bit sort of as you go, you do still need to think about your design a little bit as you're going along. So you need to think, well, I don't want this massive gap, because otherwise you're going to lose that stone. So you want it to be sort of not too much.
Yeah, you don't want it lost in the wire,
no.
do you? Because the gemstones are stunning in this kit as
and you
well.
want them to be about the gemstones.
Yeah.
So I've done a section, probably a couple of inches. Okay, and again now I'm going to take my 0.8, it was all 0.8, but my purple wire, and I'm just going to wrap that around. The reason I favour the purple to wrap is because it's a little bit... I'm going to bring those ends together, getting that sort of little frame shape now, and placing that over the stone. You can see where it's going to sit. Now again, if you wanted the wires to sit sort of as a frame around it, or if you wanted to flatten them, you could kind of turn it around like this. And again, you can go back in and you can get those shapes to be a little bit more...
This is an alternative as well for those that are that struggle, like me, with cabochon wrapping and things like that, wire wrapping. So it's a great alternative. Like Laura's literally just plaiting, basically.
It's just plaiting, yeah.
And you're going to insert the gemstone second.
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to do the fiddly bit first.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to add the gemstone.
Yeah. So would you say this is probably a little bit easier?
It's definitely an easier. It's an easy project. I think I don't want to say it like this, but you could do this quite happily. I think if we were sat down with a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Tea for you, coffee for me. If we were sat down.
I don't take offence to this.
I think you could sit down and quite happily do this.
Oh,
I think,
100%.
I think it's very achievable for any level.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I'm not a huge wire worker. You know, I'm not great at. Laura knows this. I'm not great at cabochon wrapping. I'm not great at wire weaving.
Yeah.
And it's not my skill. Let's just put it that way.
Just think you need to just sit and have some lessons.
Yeah. We need to work out an afternoon, don't we? But yeah, this is something that I could probably do. So it's great for beginners.
Yeah, it is. It's great. And the thing is, you get a really effective look, and you still get to show those gemstones off, which is what I love about it.
Absolutely.
So I've just got my frame here. Now, I'm not too worried about it looking 100% neat at the moment. I think that's quite nice and plaited. I'm happy with that. If I hold it up, you can see it nicely. Okay, and what I've done is, again, I've taken the wire and I've just brought those two ends together and wrapped, again using my purple wire, all of the sort of the ends together. So I've got a nice loop. So now what I'm going to do is take my stone, pop it onto some 0.4 wire, because they will only go on your 0.4 wire. So it's the only stone, it's the only wire out this kit that they will go on to.
You've got, I was going to say, you've got it in the kit though, haven't you?
Yeah, and obviously you can see it hasn't hindered me in any way.
No.
So what I'm then going to do is just feed it. So I want to attach it to the very top of this frame, really. So I'm just going to... Actually, it's probably easier if you just attach one end of the wire first. Again, it's about making it as easy for yourself as possible. So I'm just going to go around that frame. And I'm going around the whole of the wires. I'm not going in between. Now, you can if you want to, but the aim is that we'll hide that with a bit of flourish. Okay.
A bit of decadence.
A bit of decadence. But again, this is why I wanted that gold, because one, it breaks that solid block of colour up, but also it ties in with this gold being a 0.4.
Yeah.
Okay, and pop my stone on, feed it down, place it on, and again, now this is where I've got a little tip for you. You can see, if I can hold this up close for the camera, you'll see, where I wrapped those wires together initially, here, can you see that little section there? What I can do is take my 0.4 and it goes right in between those wires, so it's got almost like a little groove to sit in for extra security, and then it just sits in there, and it's nice and secure in amongst that wrap, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Okay, so then I can cut that. That's all I need that wire for, unless you wanted it for anything else, but there's no need in this project. And then I'm just going to cut them to the top. Now, if I was being super good, I would try and attach it around a single wire and just to make sure that doubly secure, that there's no chance of the edges coming up. But I'm not going to do that at the moment.
Okay.
Next
you
thing,
don't want to be good.
No, I'm being
You're
a
be
rebel.
Rebellious.
I am.
I like that. Well, there's two ladies here in the studio that are doing that.
Yeah.
Kim's a bit like that this morning.
Yes, I think it's Kim's fault. I'm blaming
Is it rubbing
Kim.
off on you?
Yeah. Normally I'm really good. So now what I'm going to do is the first thing, so you can see there you've got a nice simple frame. Now what I'm going to do now is sort my bail out, and then everything that I do after is purely decorative really. Okay. So for the bail,
before we get into that, because I have got some new wire to bring you, new coloured wire, which will work amazingly, Laura, don't you think, with the actual...
I've been looking at those. I'm very jealous.
Oh, I love the teal. That's
the one.
Yeah, that's absolutely stunning, isn't it? Can you see that? It's very Indicolite-esque. One of the rarest colours, certainly, of gemstones is teal. It'd be amazing with your blue diamonds as well, wouldn't it? Incredible. Now, you've got all 3 spools, the 2 dark sort of midnight blue and that lovely teal. Comes in 3 different gauges. I'm just trying to work that out. Oh, sorry, beg your pardon. No, they're all 0.6. 2 lots of 50 metres and 1 lot of 10, so you've got 110 metres. Oh, hang on, well that says 150? It is 110, I'm sorry, it's an error on our graphics, it's 100. We'll get that changed for you. So 50, 50, 10. Obviously the smaller one is 10 metres of. I love this teal colour.
I was looking at it there and I was like, wow. And the thing is, it almost looks like the silk cord. It doesn't look like wire. At one point, I had to double check it was actually wire. Oh, because it is so beautifully lustrous. Lovely, yeah,
I totally agree. I love it. I just think it's going to. It's a really unusual colour combination to your wire. I think it's going to look amazing with this kit because you've got that purple teal combination
and also the gold. Look at that.
Yeah. Look incredible with the gold as well. I've just heard. Yeah. I've just heard that this is going to be another Kim's I don't care deal.
I care.
I care. Do you know what we care about most? The fact that you're getting these deals. Yeah. We've got how many? Oh, 62. Okay, we're going to have to be really quick. Should be £23.35 for 110 metres. Our graphics is incorrect, I beg your pardon. We'll get that changed for you. It's that new, the 2 new colours. It's right on the web.
I'm turning into Mark Smith today. I'm doing a lot of huffing.
You're doing some huffing?
Yeah,
that's all right. I don't blame you. Right, wait a second, because I mean the kit, the 2 lots of wire that we've just had here, the gold, the silvers, the purples, now the blues and the teals. We're still just over £60 for all of that, and that's hundreds of metres of wire.
That's lots and lots.
Including 2 of the new colours as well. Absolutely incredible. It's going to sell out. There's only 62 of them available, and from the get-go, half the stock has gone within seconds. I want to see that teal with that amethyst. I think it'll look amazing. It'll look absolutely incredible, don't you think?
It would. Imagine, yeah.
Oh, with the shell that we had earlier on.
And that's what I was saying about that shell, that shell will take any colour and just change it and it would look beautiful. Any coloured wire, and it would look very mermaidial.
Oh, it would actually, yeah. Very much like a little sort of aquatic, I suppose. So I'll put it like so you can actually see the difference between the colours. It's a wonderful tone.
It's a very classic teal. It's what I would say.
Or jade colour, I suppose. Yeah. You know, if you were to look at Pantone, the Pantone's colours, this would probably be described as jade.
This was my wedding colour.
Was it?
Yes. It was. Yeah, it's my favourite colour.
It is gorgeous, and again with copper. Gone, sold out. Oh. Well done.
Wow.
Well done, well done. Okay. I can quickly do my gizmo.
Oh, go on.
Have we got a gizmo? Oh, our Amelia's bringing me a gizmo. Oh, thank you, honey. Hope you don't mind me sat down. I'm getting kicked a little bit today.
Oh.
She's having a right play around. She wouldn't play ball yesterday, though, would she? When she was having a photo taken. Wouldn't play ball then.
Oh, no. Well, that's girls for you.
That's girls for you, exactly.
Enjoy.
So I hope you don't mind me being sat down. Okay, this is... And they're crashing in. I'm making a right noise, aren't I? This is your gizmo tool. Basically, Laura...
Basically, that's what I used to make that necklace.
Which necklace?
The big chunky one.
Really?
Yeah.
You gizmoed?
I gizmoed.
That doesn't look like a classic gizmo.
Well, I did actually. I did use the professional gizmo just because it's got longer rods. That's the only reason.
So basically, how did you do that?
So basically, what you would do is you set it up, obviously it's got a vice and a clamp, so you can clamp it to your work surface, or you can take this bottom bit off and screw it to a chopping board. And all I did was I started off with a basic gizmo coil.
Yeah.
And then you just run the wire backwards and forwards and backwards.
A bit like a knitting machine.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's quite very, you feel like a magician. It looks really good.
Yeah.
And then just, you know, then just taper it and concentrate more on the centre section. And then just that, and that is literally all it is. And then I used simple normal quills just for a little bit of decorative.
Well, we've got a clip of the professional gizmo toil. It's not quite the same, but it's exactly the same technique. So basically, the rods are a little bit longer.
That's the only difference.
That's the only difference. So you do get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different rods. So that just basically gives you the different gauges of gizmo coils.
I could make a bracelet with that. I could make a bracelet version of that necklace with that one.
Yeah, I mean, a gizmo coil itself is. I love the technique, and yes, it's so basic. You know, it's really, really easy. It's so effective. You use quite a lot of wire, so good job we've brought you quite substantial savings today, and we've brought you lots of wire. This is how you do it. So this is Sarah Elvin demonstrating. So you attach your wire to the coil itself, and again, what you actually turn is these rods that I'm holding right now, and this is a gizmo coil.
Yeah, and that is literally all it is. I mean, that is the professional one, which is the one that I used, and it's got like a little drill chuck, which is what you can see there. But the effect is exactly the same.
Exactly the same.
Exactly the same.
And can I just point out though, if you're thinking, I want to watch that again, just look onto our Jewellery Maker website. There's demonstrations and tuitions on there.
I mean, if anyone's got any questions, I'm happy to sort of explain what I did with that. But it really is just a coil. Yeah. And then I didn't even do anything fancy. I didn't even take it off the rod. Just literally just ran it back up and down.
Like a knitting machine. I can remember my mum used to do that.
Magician. Do you remember those knitting machines? Like la la la, and you keep the wire on the reel, and you can see how much I've used. But it was really, again, decadent to be able to use that amount of wire
and the cost that you bought them for. Why wouldn't you go to town with it? Why on earth not? Absolutely amazing. Now, I have heard there's a cheeky price reduction. Always been on your screens. Always at £7.95. Never been anything lower until today. £6.95. Wow. That's for the 5 different rods that you can see. For the actual clamp and the coiling, the coiling, deluxe coiling as well. If you've been with us throughout all of the wire deals today, you know you can go to town with it as well. Yeah, greatly. This is more transportable than the professional one because it is obviously that little bit smaller. So it's still a deluxe product without shadow of a doubt, but it is that little bit more transportable. So what was that, Kimbo? People are asking for the Viking knit tool. Yeah, we're doing that next. So, funny enough, we will be getting to that. So, as you were saying, Laura, the bail.
The bail. So, all I've done is I've just found my wires. Now, bear in mind, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wires, and they were all in the same place. So, what I've done is I've made it so that my 2 gold ones are going to be my outer wire, and I've just taken 2 of the shorter wires in the purple, and I've just twisted them. So, just literally taken them and hand twisted them to make a little bit of a decorative feature in a bail. Then I'm going to take my bail making pliers. And place them in, and what I'm going to do is just fold this over, so you can see it's just been folded over, and then what I'm going to do is if I turn it around, I'll show you I've got kind of like that shape there.
So you actually have to get the demonstration of the bail making pliers that we featured this morning as well. Have a little look on the website. They may well still be. You got yours.
I got mine. I did get mine.
You did get yours. You ran out in the break.
And so I'm just going to take my chainer's pliers, and I'm just going to push it so that those wires there bend in, can you see? And then they meet the frame. And then I'm going to take one of these wires and I'm just going to wrap all the way around to lock those into place. Okay, so there's your bail done. So everything's easy. Now everything else that you do is decorative. So you've got these wires here, so because you've locked your bail into place, you can actually use the wires of the bail in part of your design. But what I did do was the twisted bit, because I've got 2 wires here in the purple, and I've got these gold ones here. What I wanted to do was give a bit more support to this stone, only very gently and only very subtly. So I'm going to take my pliers and cut, top, you can see, I'm just going to just gently open them. I know it's tricky because it's purple on purple, but you can just about see that.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to, I did a very, very bad thing today. I forgot my round nose pliers.
That's 2 things you forgot today.
I know, it's basically because I had stuff in my beading tray and I thought I'd put them all in and I didn't. I'm very, very sad, it's fine. I've got my sort of...
It's a good job we have some here,
yeah, but these are my tweezer Xeron ones, but they do just as good. So I'm just going to turn these wires just into almost like a little tiny loop. You would take a little bit more care than I am, but just to sort of, so that they give a tiny little bit. If I can show that, if you can just about see, you can see if I turn the light, it's not very good because I'm doing it quickly, but see, it's a little bit of support. It stops that stone from going anywhere. Can you see?
Yeah, yeah.
And it blends in, okay? Then what you do is, sorry, I just took that right out of view, is bring these wires together, bring these together and do whatever you want. So you can twist them or you can just decide that you might want to just swirl them across to give a bit of decoration here.
So this again, free form. Let your
imagination
go.
So
now we are running out of time,
yeah.
so I've literally got time to squeeze your Viking knit in, as so many of you are requesting it. No problem. Now this is the finest, Laura, Viking or Lazy Daisy tool, isn't it?
It's the smaller tool, yeah.
It's the smaller tool, so it gives you a little, a bit of a finer weave. Very straightforward. The actual instructions come within again, but there is also DVDs that are available. There's oh, hang on a second. It comes with the DVDs. I beg your pardon. It comes with, there we go, the Viking Knit Edition 1. Laura, that's...
me. They're all me, the Viking Knits are
They're all
me.
you. There we go. All Laura, she says. Viking Knit Edition 3. There we go. You can actually see the technique. And last but by no means least, also the Wirework Edition 3. Not with that one, sorry, beg your pardon, it's those 2. So 2 DVDs, yeah, well that makes sense, doesn't it? The Viking Knit DVDs for the Viking tool, that makes sense. Okay, the tool itself on its own is $19.95. The DVDs are, well, it's $4.95 each. So you should be paying £29.85 for the entire bundle. Now, you can buy the Lazy Daisy on its own if you want to, but you'll pay £19.95. If you tune in, if you buy, right here, right now, you're getting £1 off and your DVDs.
Wow.
So if you want to buy just the Lazy Daisy tool on its own, by all means do that. It's £19.95 on our website, or speak to our contact centre. Or right now, if you're getting this code MFGC68, it is £1 off plus your DVDs with Laura. So I mean, you can't say any fairer than that.
No, and which one's it? Is it 2 and 3?
No, you've got 1 and 3.
So 1 is it basically is everything you need to get started with Viking Knit anyway. So it's how to start, how to do a couple of variations, adding in, etc. And then the 3rd one is a project version, and it also covers using the larger Lazy Daisy tool as well.
There we go. Again, I'm thinking people might be thinking, oh, I've already got a Viking knit, I already know how to do it, so I might not need the edition 1. Just gift it then. Great present. Viking knit is great for all ages as well. It's quite similar in terms of its look, I always think, to chainmail.
Yeah,
it looks a lot.
It's like uniformity, and it can be unisex as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Perfect. Well done. Okay, back to our gorgeous Laura.
Okay, I'm just going to show you how to finish off basically. So you can see, if I can show you what I've done. I've left it so I've got 3 wires left. So if I can show you what I've done, purple,
That's
black.
it, yeah, pop a hand behind
so
it.
basically I took the gold wires and I twisted them and took them down to the side. And you can see I just swirled those purple wires and brought them back up. And I've ended one of the gold wires just here, that tiny little swirl there. That's one of the ends of the gold wires. And now I've got 3 wires left. So basically I want to get rid of 2, and I'm probably going to use the silver. I actually quite like it like this with the silver and gold. So I keep saying silver, sorry, the purple and gold flashes. But what I could do if I wanted an alternative is make a spiral. I quite like that. So what I would do is just get rid of these edges. Now to do that, there's a couple of ways. You can cut them into the back, or what you can do is, if I took this wire, cut it halfway across, then what I'm going to do is tuck that edge just inside the bail, so it ends up just going inside.
Yeah, so you don't get any scratchy edges.
Yeah,
or
and you
like
don't get it too bulked up. And then the same with these ones here. This one here I can cut on the purple on the opposite side. Make sure you cut the right wire.
Shows you the quality of the gemstones here, because you know the fact that they do look so dark, and that's good, because you want to have your amethyst with that really rich purple.
Yeah, I mean they look dark because I'm holding it against a dark sort of top.
There we go.
On like that, you can really see that.
Yeah.
Take your pliers, gently finish that, and then what you can do is just take out the gold parts of that bail and open it out a little bit. Now I left mine originally like that. Okay, so I quite liked it just as that same simple drop, but afterwards I happened to put, if I lay it down, I happened to do that and placed it in amongst some beads. Sorry.
There you go.
Sorry. I happened to do that by fluke. Down. I think our little spots moved. And then I just attached them. I'm not going to show how I did it, but I just briolette wrapped and just attached it through gaps.
To the bottom there, absolutely amazing. Sorry, that was a little bit
that was what I was going to say anyway.
Oh, she's fab, isn't she? More inspiration with the gorgeous Laura. More amazing deals. Don't forget, it is the diamonds. Ooh, after the break.
Did you know that if you go to jewellerymaker.com and sign up to our mailing list, then you'll receive 10% off your first order with us. We'll also keep you updated with special offers, theme shows, program guides and Jewellery Maker tutorials. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. When you place your first order with Jewellery Maker, we'll send you a free DVD and booklet to help you get started. The booklet is jam-packed full of information on gemstones, tools, threading, materials and findings. There are step-by-step instructions on how to make bracelets, earrings and necklaces, and the DVD includes easy-to-follow video tutorials. So what are you waiting for? Start your jewellery making journey today. You can now book Jewellery Maker workshops online. Just head over to our Jewellery Maker website and click on the workshop link. We have a wide range of workshops from beginner to intermediate, covering a variety of mediums. Once you have found a workshop you'd like to attend, simply click on the Book Now button. Fill in the required fields and then press Continue. This will take you through to the payment page. If you have any questions, you can contact our workshop coordinator Wendy at any time by emailing workshop@jewellerymaker.com. We look forward to seeing you. There are 4 easy ways to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 54,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker.
Do you want to tell everyone about the great purchase you've made from Jewellery Maker? Do you want to shout about the great service you've received? Then why not download the Jewellery Maker's Viewer's Voice app, available for iPhone or Android, and record a video that could be played on Jewellery Maker. Simply search Jewellery Maker Viewer's Voice in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store and download our Viewer's Voice app straight to your phone or tablet. You can record as many videos as you like and send them straight to us here at Jewellery Maker. All you have to do is then carry on watching us as usual and wait for your video to be played. Download the JM Viewer's Voice app and you could be the next face we see here on Jewellery Maker.
Wow. I'm just savouring and absorbing this moment right now, because we're going to bring the graphics in straight away. There are 33 opportunities in the entire world. We're not talking about something that I think will ever be able to bring you, four-figure quantities or even triple-figure quantities, because it is just amazing in its quality. Now, there is a difference between one diamond and another. Already, can I just say, it's selling already with the words that I'm speaking, with the fact that you know that this is quality blue diamonds, maybe with the glimpse that you saw earlier on. Anyway, there is a big difference between one diamond and another. You can purchase a diamond for £1, you can purchase a diamond for £1 million. It's all about the quality. The 4 C's are absolutely what values a diamond. That's the cut, the carat weight, the clarity and the colour. Now, the same applies with fancy diamonds. Now, fancy diamond basically it's still carbon, but it has got tiny atoms and presence of chemicals which then determine the colour. In a blue diamond's case, it's boron. Boron is what is responsible, a third of the stock has gone, by the way, for that wonderful blue colour. But in the industry, speak to any gemologist, we talk about openness of colour. So what you don't want is a diamond which is so dark, so much boron, if you like, present within, that it's almost navy, and you can't see the scintillation, you can't see the fire, and you can't see the brilliance. You want it to have that openness, you want it to have that brilliance, you want it to have that presence. Kim's saying to me, Elle, I'm going to have to interrupt you, we have to bring the price in. Is it already flying that quickly? Look, bringing the graphics onto your screen, the price point, £179.95. That's for 4 carats of amazing quality diamonds. That is just incredible. I haven't even shown it as of yet, and look, already over 50% of the stock has gone. I will do, and then just refer to probably the most famous, iconic blue diamonds on the world. To be honest, one of the most iconic jewels on this entire planet. Look at that quality. Over 15 in baskets, and you can see that's already over allocated. Can you see that openness of colour that I was referring to? The sparkle, the fact they're not so dark that they're almost bordering on black diamonds. You want it to have that definite, almost teal blue. Absolutely astonishing. I mean, I've been lucky enough to work with fancy diamonds for many, many years. This is what I would expect to be set into, 18 karat gold or your platinums even. This is what I would expect to be, in your investment pieces of jewellery. So I'm going to go as far as saying that maybe use this with your gold findings. Use this with certainly your sterling silver, if not more so. We had 33 and we're straight down to 7. So believed to be originating from India, the Hope diamond, which if you've never seen, I will show you a picture in a second, is insured for a staggering $250 million. It's this gorgeous colour, and again, I will do a direct comparison, if you like, to show you what a blue diamond aspires to be, but it emits a very rare secondary hue, almost a reddish glow, and you've definitely got that here. We have got over 30 in baskets, and 6 remaining. Kim, is that it? Right. Yeah, well, that doesn't work out, does it? It doesn't take a genius to obviously equate the difference there. Boron is what is responsible for this wonderful colour. Can I just show you that picture as well? Show you that picture, because on the tablet I had to show it. This is the infamous, the legendary Hope diamond. Now, it is an incredible 45.5 carats, and you can see that gorgeous colour, can't you? Even whilst it's a little bit blue, but that's because you're looking at a tablet. Actually, it is more of a sort of, well, similar colour to what you're about to own. It has got more of that indicolite, that teal that I was just referring to. But incredible. It's probably the most iconic gemstone on this entire planet, probably one of the most expensive. There's a lot of myth and legends that is associated to the Hope diamond. A lot associated to it, beliefs, etc. And it's that steely blue, which you're getting here. I've got a final 3 remaining. There we go. A final 3 remaining. Oh, final 2 now. Get this home. Use that 30-day money-back guarantee. And do you know what? Be bold. Be brave. Walk into a local jeweller's, even if you've not got necessary connections, and ask them, what do you think about the quality of my blue diamond? As it's sold out, yeah, because I know absolutely for certain that they will be talking about, if they know their stuff, openness of colour, brilliance, scintillation, the fact that you've got all that, which is exceedingly rare with fancy diamonds. Generally, you tend to make sacrifices of fire, and you haven't got that at all. Can I just say from the very bottom of my heart, I'm jealous, and everybody here on the right hand side, it'll be your left, of my tablet, massive congratulations, you've got this. And there were only 33 people on this entire planet that do. So we sold out of it in minutes last year when we had blue diamonds. This is even more limited, and we only have, you can see how many people on the, can I just say, Alison, what were you doing? Member staff? What were you doing? You're too slow, you missed out, sold out, sorry. This is what you missed, Alison. Sorry, darling. Right, okay. I'm absolutely stunned at those blue diamonds. Should we stick with the luxury? Well, it's Decadence weekend after all. How about, oh my goodness, look at the size of these. I don't know if our graphics have said it's graded, but I believe it is. Maybe some blue diamonds in amongst your tanzanites. Wow. Wow. Can you imagine that? Blue diamonds in amongst your tanzanites. Look at that quality and that consistency of colour. It's undeniable. I almost, do you know, when I was talking to Hannah about it the other day when she was on air with me, Hannah Roxbury, and I said, I almost don't want them to be on strands, because I want these to be considered as parcels, because they are parcels. Yeah. What I wanted to do with that blue diamond, and I didn't because it would mean me actually cutting up a strand, was cut it and actually sort of sell it, show it to you as you would buy it as a gem trader. But I'd have to cut up a strand to do that, and that would be wasteful. So, and I'm not going to do that with diamond. Gosh, I'm looking from to the left here. I've still got that blue diamond. Sorry to stop myself, but the fire that I'm seeing is just amazing. Yeah, if you're in a position to do so and you really want to treat yourself to heirloom gemstones, here's another opportunity. Rich, intense, vanadium graded quality. You have got 2 strands, so there's 140 carats, big individual cabochons. Obviously they have got the drill through the centre, so great for those of you that are thinking, you know, I'm not great at cabochon wrapping, but I still want to see these in solitaires. Maybe, Laura, like sort of with your infinity ring.
With a bit of sterling silver wire.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like this design. Just one, and it doesn't even have to be that big, does it?
No, it doesn't have to be that big. Just a little bit of wire around it is all you would need. And again, you could go into the infinity style pendant if you wanted to. Just one is all. That would last me for so long, because I would just use one per piece. Yeah, I mean, this is a shining example, isn't it? Perfect example. How, I mean, you'd actually be taking one of the smaller tanzanites off these, out of this. I'm not saying strand, parcel. It is a parcel to me, and making a very high-end piece of jewellery, and maybe an entire
suite if you wanted to. What, you know, earrings, pendant, ring, that would be absolutely incredible,
Tiny
wouldn't
little
it?
focal in a bracelet.
Oh, that'd be stunning. And because it's a double opportunity, a luxury duo, there's nothing stopping you doing that. 140 carats, rich in vanadium quality. Again, we can't bring you a decadence weekend without featuring gemstones like tanzanite. We are probably still just about one of the leading buyers of tanzanite. Very few people can say that, though, on this planet, because it is getting so limited. We are, I think, undeniably, in terms of price, £139.90 is where we should be for 140 carats. I mean, that's not even £1 per carat of graded quality in tense blues. That's definitely not £1 per carat. That's almost a third off straight away, instantaneously. £99.95. Get it whilst you can. I'm going to count these for you as well, so you know how many solitaires you've got. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. 19 solitaires. 19 solitaires. I can't do that maths. £5.26. You know, Laura, you know when we do solid cabochons of cabochons of tanzanite, you know, they're usually about what, 40, 50?
40, yeah, and that's for the smaller ones as well.
These are £5.
And they're drilled, so so much more scope. And you could just pop one of the more sizable ones in the centre of some pearls, and that's it. Imagine that for your wedding. Or something blue. Yeah,
I can't believe that, you know, if you put it into perspective, we bring you cabochons of maybe, I don't know, let's say 10 carats for ease of figures, and they're about 40, 50 pounds. Amazing, incredible deal. But now we're bringing you, these have got to be, well, 140 carats in total. How many did I say there was? 19. So let's just say they're 9 carats then each, approximately. At £5 each. That's an incredible deal. We're competing with ourselves here, aren't we? In terms of price point, and massively beating ourselves. Well done. Don't forget the deal of the day is up at 11 a.m. We have got the most incredible deal that Bella has negotiated for you of Ethiopian AAA graded opal. But before that, it's your star buy. Who wants diamonds? Who would like diamonds with their Hope diamonds? Okay, I'm not getting those because they've sold out, but I might be able to get these. These have got a lot of diamonds in. I've got 48 of these available. 48. Oh, Laura. 2 different designs. I'm starting with almost like a Mobius design. Oh, is that second? I'll show you the different designs so you know. This is very regal. You can almost imagine it as in sort of, you know, Queenie's jewels. This has got 29 diamonds. 29 diamonds, and I'll explain where. Because we haven't just set, I'll put that toggle just there for a second, we haven't just set diamonds across, you know, maybe dotted a couple there. They are 360 degrees all the way around, you know, those points, 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock if you like. And the diamonds are all the way around. If I turn this round to show you the back, if you can call it the back, then you'll see that there are diamonds from every angle. Every single angle. This is very regal, isn't it? Very regal. You can almost imagine this. Oh gosh, I keep dropping it. Sorry, I keep dropping it. You can almost imagine this protruding, elevating, maybe in a tiara. Just this on a hair comb, maybe. That would be fantastic for a wedding day or something like that.
Really regal, isn't it? It's beautiful.
Absolutely incredible. I wish I had a bigger quantity. And again, diamonds are set within the actual toggle itself as well. I mean, look how close we are under magnification here. You can see just how many diamonds are actually set within this solid sterling silver. The first person that's made those confirmations has actually multi-bought, and I'm not surprised by that, Diana. Marion, you're also there on those phone lines. I'm just going to sort of turn it back around in that direction so you can sort of see it suspending. I would be using this maybe as a pendant, maybe as a feature itself. Laura, what about you?
For me, I think that I can see that as something really beautiful. It has to be a focal. You don't want it to get lost. So I would have it at the front of some sterling chain, maybe with some little drops of birthstones coming from it, or some charms, or as a feature on the side of a pearl necklace or bracelet. You've got that tanzanite, those diamonds. Can you imagine if you made a tanzanite diamond and sterling silver toggle? Simple bracelet, but really, really indulgent.
I mean, talk about indulgent, like you said, talk about decadent, as we were talking, as we were saying. I mean, this whole weekend is decadence, and we have reserved some of our most prestigious, some of our most premium items of jewellery that we have within our entire vault. And to me, these are pieces of jewellery. I mean, you could use that toggle. It doesn't have to be a clasp, does it? You can actually use it as, let me get another pair of tweezers maybe, as a pendant, as a feature. In fact, I'll hold it up to the neckline, trying not to drop it. But just look how amazing it looks like so. They're diamonds after all. That's a diamond pendant.
Can you imagine if you bought two, and I know that's being luxurious, but then you had a bride and groom gift set of making cufflinks with the bar section for the groom and a pendant for the bride. And
the win in that scenario is that you get one for yourself.
Yeah, because you get a bonus one.
Because you get a bonus one too. Absolutely gorgeous. Again, very busy. Hello to you, Cambridgeshire. Hello to you, London. Hello to all our new buyers. These are new in, and certainly some of our most richly embellished diamond toggles that we've brought you. Coming up at $49.95. Now there's a lot of round brilliant cut diamonds in here. That's the difference. There's a big carat weight. 29 round brilliant cut diamonds. We're not talking about one or two. There's a lot in here. But if you do comparisons on sort of this, consider this as a pendant. If you saw that in your average jewellers, it wouldn't be $49.95, would it?
No, there'd be a couple of figures in front of that, I think.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. But Kim says, I'm not happy. They're not going fast enough. We've got quantity, we've got another one to feature, we've got more deals to bring you, including the deal of the day. $39.95 for over 25 faceted round brilliant cut diamonds, all of that gorgeous brilliance. This with the deal of the day, this with your with you, I keep calling them hope diamonds, with your blue diamonds would look absolutely incredible. I'm going to show it with the graded opal actually that we've got coming up, AAA graded, I should point out, which is coming your way. Can you imagine this combination? Oh, the quality of that opal is amazing. Wow, it deserves a clasp. It deserves the attention like this.
They're meant to be, aren't they?
Yeah, that is a marriage made in heaven. Yeah. Okay, I've got one other class to bring you. Again, solid sterling silver with diamonds. This is, like I said, the Mobius design. You've got multiple diamonds again set all the way around the toggle, and you'll see just how many are actually on the pendant toggle class, whatever you want to refer it to. Now we've got a slightly bigger quantity of these. Slightly bigger. Oh, I'm blocking it. One sec. Sorry. There we go. Oops. Sorry. I can't use these tweezers. I'm useless with these. There we go. That's better. So the connectors at the top to attach to. Look at those lovely diamonds go. Liquid like luster. And again, that endless design. You had infinity earlier on. This is that endless design. Almost like sort of the circle of life, I suppose.
It makes me think of a rose.
Yes. It is like a rose.
It's like a little rose, isn't it? It's just
24 diamonds in total, including, excuse me, your toggle. Isn't that lovely? this is my favourite, I think, out of all the toggle class.
Something really feminine about it, isn't it? It's just really sort of beautiful and feminine and just luxurious again, isn't it?
I'm thinking if you're in a position where you can only treat yourself to one right now, can I just say, ladies, make yourself some cufflinks and make yourself a pendant.
Yeah. Or earrings. If you had to, imagine that, some lovely earrings. And you wouldn't want anything other than just going straight onto a hook. Yeah. You know, because it to me that's enough.
Or just a simple bit of silver chain in between. You've got a diamond bracelet straight away. Incredible. Again, lots of you there. I think you're all agreeing with us that this is one of our most beautiful, certainly one of our most decadent, 24 faceted round brilliant cut diamond set within this. Some sets multi-bought. Lynn, Essex, London. Hello to you, Sonia. You've got yours. If you check out, Anita's there on the web as well. Telephone bidders in the process. You're looking at 15 points of diamonds here. And like I said, all round brilliant cut to bring you that wonderful ultimate brilliance and sparkle. A lot of sterling silver. The average gram weight, as you can see on the screens right now, is 2.95, so that is considerable. It is our decadence weekend. We are certainly doing delectable and decadence and luxurious and high end. However, we're not doing the high end. We're not doing the high end price tag, are we? No. At all. Can I hold this like that? Yeah, there we go. So many of you are multi-buying this. I'm not surprised.
Do you know
you could even use that as a bezel, couldn't you, Laura? You could actually put a gemstone within.
You could put something within, definitely. But I'm just thinking it would be beautiful if, like you say, we do those lovely sterling silver chains at the moment for a ridiculous price. A sterling silver jump ring to attach that, and what a beautiful gift for under £40 in effect that you could give to a loved one.
Yeah, with the chain, it would be.
With a chain, but I mean, what a beautiful gift and fought for as well.
Absolutely. You know, how many people can say they're gifting diamonds?
Exactly.
You know, how many people can say, yeah, I can afford to actually buy my friend, my family members, genuine faceted diamonds of quality as well.
It would be a special gift, you know, it would be a special
absolutely
present, or for someone very special. But imagine that, and that's going to look so beautiful. And you would. What would you pay for that if you did go into a shop? You'd be paying a lot more.
Well, exactly. That's, I mean, just because we're bringing it to you at $29.95, that's no reflection of the true value. Most retailers would be bringing it to you probably in hundreds of pounds. I do believe that. For sterling silver and diamonds, I mean, there is a collection. I can't say who it is, but there is a collection which springs to mind. Can I just say I'm not going to say who it is because I'm about to blatantly outright slate them. They have got terrible quality diamonds, and yet it's diamonds. But they're dreadful quality. I mean, they're grey. Then they won't show any fire or scintillation. It's a specific collection which is on the market, unfortunately. And listen, there's always a time and a place. I understand it's different budgets, it's different affordabilities, and it's set in sterling silver. But they are way higher priced than what you've got on your screens. This is what we aspire to. Diamonds that have, and it's a word I always use, presence. A diamond should have presence. You should be able to see the diamond sparkle from a distance. That's what we aspire to ultimately. Never mind the 4 C's, because that can confuse people. So the best thing that I was taught by a gemologist when I was much younger, actually, they said to me, Eleanor, diamonds need to have a presence, and that's always stuck with me, and you've certainly got that here. Well done, everybody, at $29.95. Absolutely incredible. Moving on to ooh. Now, I don't know if it is, Kim. We have yesterday. It's not, is it? I didn't think so. Right, this is not the same one that we had yesterday. We had the large yesterday, and now we've got the small. We price slashed the large yesterday, and we're about to do exactly the same with the small. Again, comes with the actual connector at the back. This is white cleanable. So I know that's not a word, cleanable, but you basically look. Need these to show off your pieces of jewellery. For example, let me just do this. There you go as an example. In fact, no, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll use the emeralds because different busts, different colours for different gemstones. So I'm going to show the emeralds that we've got coming up a little bit later on this white bust, because it shows off the design and that takes it to a different level of precedence. I mean, straight away we're talking about luxury, aren't we? Rather, look at the difference to that. You know, that looks like it's kind of, you know, oh yeah, it's a necklace. Whereas this, all of a sudden is, you know, as it should be, genuine gemstones, high-end pieces of jewellery. Now, so for those of you that maybe don't, that do your trade fairs, that do your summer fates, that do your craft fairs and your wedding fairs, example, these are absolutely invaluable. We were talking yesterday, Laura, about how a bust, as soon as you put a piece of jewellery on a bust, all of a sudden it's something aspirational, and they're guaranteed to sell first.
Definitely, but also from a designing point of view, I often use a bust to be able to see how that piece is looking on and how to take it further as such, because I can use that, see how it looks, right, okay, and adjust it accordingly. So it's got multiple uses, really.
Yeah, absolutely. You can actually see the shape, the curve, use that to your benefit.
You can see how it's going to sit, and that helps, like you say, for customers, people who do sell at craft fairs, that they can see how it is going to look.
Yeah, you can visualise it, 100%, rather than it actually just be sort of flat on the desk where you can't. Now, we price-slashed the large bust yesterday in our white leatherette, and we're about to do the same today. So please, please, please do grab it whilst you can if you want to capitalise on these deals. Turn it round. You can see the leatherette is continued and luxury is continued. It's not those horrible garish sort of cardboards on show. It is all luxury throughout 360 degrees. This has always been on your screens at $7.95. I know myself, I used to buy these busts from a wholesaler's going back probably about 7-8 years ago, and it was always in double figures. Today, for the first time, price slashing, $6.95. It's not small either, is it? You know, it's not a tiny bust, is it?
That's the kind of size that I would put either, you know, the choker style necklaces, or the necklaces that are designed to be short. So, you know, up
18 inches, I would say, would be 18 or 20 inches would be absolutely suitable. Yeah, totally agree. And you do have to be careful. It's a good point just made by Claire, my director. She was just saying, you've got to be careful, because we've made a mistake here at Jewellery Maker. We ordered some display busts, and they came, and they were literally miniature. They said small. Oh my goodness. They weren't small. They were microscopic. Yeah. You know, you couldn't get anything on them. You do have to be careful when you're ordering, and size is a factor. Sometimes the photos don't actually reflect the true.
Yeah, you have to check the measurements, don't you?
The good thing is with us, you can actually gauge it, can't you? I mean, one thing Linda was saying to me yesterday, she visualises it like this. She puts her head there. I said, that's a good idea.
It's also good for delicate necklaces, though, I find. You know, it's your choker style necklaces, your sort of the higher worn ones, but also your delicate, like a one-off pendant on a fine chain. It's also good for that style.
Doesn't get lost.
No.
Yeah, totally agree with you. Doesn't get lost, doesn't look insignificant.
Yeah.
So variations of sizes is key. Hopefully we've indicated that, and variations of colours is key. So have you noticed that we've got white busts here in the studio, and we've also got the black busts as well. So I'll just take this one out of the way because that's still available, folks. First time that's been price slashed. This is the very slender, tall lady. She's very slim and slender. She's velvet, so again, she's got decadence, she's got luxury attached to it. We price slashed her yesterday. And we're about to do the same again today. So you can see she stands 33 by 5 centimetres tall, and she's approximately 19 centimetres in width. So for example, this would be great for your lariat styles, your waterfall styles, those that are going to sort of tessellate and fall beautifully. But if you have got a necklace which maybe is a little bit longer in length and still needs a longer length than this, There is also the elastic at the back, like the white one had, which you can anchor onto it. Susan in Suffolk, shows off my longer necklaces wonderfully. Exactly. You do need to have the different sizes of your busts, and also it adds intrigue.
It staggers your display as well. If you've got a display at a stall, it gives different heights.
Yeah, it different dimensions instead of it all being one level, etc. I can't emphasise enough, speaking from experience, and if you asked Angela as well, our guest designer who deals with sort of the business side of things and how to really capitalise on your jewellery business, she will say that within her workshop, you know, it's imperative that you display on busts because they will sell. They'll be the first items that sell. Because literally, if you lay something down, it doesn't look special. As soon as you put it on the actual bust, it does look special. So, our should be is £8.95. Price slash for you, £6.95. Now we brought this yesterday and tons of you got involved. We still have quantity. If you want to multi-buy, still only the one postage and packaging throughout the entirety of the day, irrespective of the fact that this is a very big sort of bulky item. Again, Laura, do you actually use these when you sell your pieces of jewellery or in commissions?
Yeah, definitely. But I also use it, as I said, as part of the design planning, but I also use it for photography as well. We forget to say about photography, because again, when you're trying to photograph a piece, if you do sell online or if you're trying to get, you know, send a picture just to show or share what you're doing, you know, you need something that's going to show how that necklace will sit and how it will, and that needs to portray in the picture as well.
Yeah, absolutely. When we photograph our jewellery, when we upload it to Facebook, when we, if you've got an online business, you'll very rarely actually see pictures with most jewellers without them actually being on busts like this.
Yeah, because people can get an idea as to how they're going to sit or how they look. But when they're let down, you imagine that cluster necklace let down. It's not going to work, is it? It's going to sort of just...
Well, here we go. Let's demonstrate it. I almost don't want to do this. It's quite upsetting for me to just put it down like so.
So it loses its impact, doesn't it? Straight away, and you look at it and you're like, well, what is it? Well, how does it go? But as soon as it's up on a necklace, instantly you know it's a necklace without having to check.
It shows that you care.
And it shows that you care, and it looks lovely, and you can see the contrast of it there, and look how much more beautiful that looks.
Absolutely, and it's actually showing off the quality, the true quality of the actual gemstones themselves. I totally agree with you. So many of you multi-buying again. I've got to move on, but there is still quantity. It's price slash. We did it yesterday, and we thought it's such a good deal. We've got to repeat it again. Absolutely amazing. Well done to every single one of you. Okay, shall we bring you... I love these. Oh, these are fab. Every season, no matter every year, every season, animal print is always in, isn't it? It's never dates.
No, it just carries on, doesn't it? It's something that just continues to sort of go for all the seasons.
And if you want to keep it safe and still be a little bit yeah. You know, your animal print is a little bit all right, zebras don't go But the zebra print's probably the safest because it's the monochrome. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it's fun as well.
Yeah, I agree. They're beautiful creatures, aren't they?
Yeah.
I went to see The Lion King a few weeks back down in London.
Oh, that's amazing, isn't it?
I've seen it before. It is an incredible show. But yeah, one of my favourite animals was actually the zebra itself. I thought they just had it... perfect sort of demonstrations of the creature itself, and they're so beautiful, aren't they? So incredibly beautiful. Now, within these lovely mother of pearl zebra print ovals, you've got the iridescence, you've got the flash of colour, you've got that movement. They are double-sided as well. Beautiful uniformed ovals, 30 by 20 millimetres. I love the fact that they are that on the nose, you know, sort of 30, 20 millimetre dimension and size as well. Shell and mother of pearl tends to be a little bit lighter weight, so it's great for in your career, great for sort of using it as sort of lightweight neckline pieces. You've seen a lot of animal sculptures being made just recently with our guest designers. You've had a crow, you've had penguins. You know, why not make sort of a zebra style, and you could sort of emulate sort of the horse, I guess, and then actually have this featured somewhere to transform it into that zebra. I love these. We've got a big quantity. Over 200 of them are available. Great for those that want to get started in jewellery making, because they're drilled through the centre, so very easy to just restrand if you wanted to. Should be on your screens at $7.95. However, introductory deal. These are big. They are big, 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 beautiful statement pendants, 30 by 20 millimeters in size, and we're at $4.95. Laura, I mean, it's one of those that you just add to your order, because that's the price point, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong, can you? And I think, like you were saying about the animals, I tend to sort of do like, I've had the abalone shells and I've made like sharks and stuff like that. But what I've done is just had one shell in the centre and the rest has been wire. So you could almost sort of do the same with that. So you'd have that shell in the centre to indicate the fact that it's a zebra.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Outline the
shape
actual
of the actual zebra.
That's what I was thinking, because it'd be hard to actually use this entirely across the sculpture. Just one gemstone.
That's all you would need. That one centre part. Yeah. That would be the body as such, and then you would just be able to go around it and just to shape it. It'd be great.
Love that idea. We've got 13 on a strand here. How much is that working out each? 38p. 38p. I'm going back to that conversation that we had once upon a time, where you know, sometimes you say a sentence and it doesn't sound right, it doesn't feel like it rolls off the tongue right. 38p for genuine gemstones. 38 pence. Doesn't sound right, does it?
No, it doesn't. I mean, if you went into a shop and they were loose, you would be paying a lot more than that per gemstone, wouldn't you?
100%. I mean, like I said, Tom and I went and had a coffee, and the coffee shop actually said, it was only in a local supermarket, and they said to me, "Do you want a Danish? They're on offer at 50 pence." No, you're right, thanks. But that's more expensive than the genuine gemstone itself. Tons of you there. We had 270. 200. Oh, I beg your pardon, I thought I heard 270. 200 exactly. Lots of you choosing to multi-buy. I just want to hold this up to the neckline if I can, just quickly, because I think you could restrand it, simple as, maybe with the white shell that we had earlier on.
I was thinking, but I think that looks lovely just like that. That looks so cool. And again, with the fact that you're wearing a black outfit, it really pops because it's got all of that white in it as well.
And the iridescence as well. Love it.
That looks so cool.
You'll have to check out those baskets though, web bidders. And again, even if you do check out multiple times, you still only pay the one postage and packaging. Moving on. Carved flowers. Ooh, gosh, Eleanor. Carved flowers. We haven't had any carved flowers in ages. These are the full carved flowers, as in 360 degrees all the way around the gemstone. So imagine a plain round, and then taking that plain round, which to get around gemstone, it's kind of juggled, I suppose, in between these little, these sort of individual sort of sanding plates, I guess, that form that 360 degree sphere. But then those spheres are etched and carved individually like these to make these unique magnesite flowers or roses. 10mm plain rounds. I mean, a magnesite is a very soft white gemstone because of that lovely marbling, because of that webbing, which if you love your turquoise, it's a gemstone which has got individual intrigue. It's softer because of that really muted grey, and it is very muted. It's not a hard grey. And I always think of Rome when I look at this, because to me this is like the actual Trevi fountain itself, you know. And I remember seeing that. It's one of the most beautiful sights I've ever seen, and the sunlight literally reflecting across it. Elizabeth in West Midlands, oh lush magnesite. I love it as well. Do you know what though, Elizabeth? And you'll probably agree with me if you love this gemstone. Currently magnesite is affordable. It's an affordable gemstone, but that's not to say it's always going to be the case. You know, things do change in the gemstone world. You know, it might become suddenly all of a sudden really limited. which makes it more expensive. You might other gemstones, like, I don't know, might be a huge deposit of ruby found, which makes that more affordable. Things do change on a day-to-day basis, but look at that luster. It's kind of got a lovely virtuous waxy luster across the surface. It's not internal, obviously this is an opaque gemstone, but it does remind me of sort of the Trevi Fountain in Rome, so one of the most romantic places I've ever been. The romance within your carved roses. Okay, let's bring that price tag in. Should be £9.95, which, to be honest, I mean, they are all hand carved. There's a lot of detailing that goes into carving, a lot of time, a lot of skill that goes into carving just one of these. But you've got countless. Lowest price point, £6.95. 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38 individual carved gemstones. 38! That's a lot, isn't it?
I mean, I love the carved flowers. I think that the variety that we've had lately is amazing, and I am literally getting them all if I can. I do think that, you know, the magnesite is underrated because a lot of times you see it dyed, don't you? So you don't see it in its natural form. And how many white gemstones
This
do you
is
get?
natural.
That's why I said you don't see it very often in its natural. You see it dyed, but you don't very often see it in its natural form. And how many white gemstones do we have? I know it's got the soft grey going through it.
Do you know what? Even magnesite, which is dyed, I think I agree with you. It's underrated. Any gemstone, like, I mean, it's just so distinctly similar. It's often used as another form of turquoise, I suppose, because it is so similar. You think about the prices that turquoise fetches. It's almost identical in terms of how it forms, the matrix, the patterns that you can get, the fact that it can adopt all of those gorgeous colours. I totally agree with you, Laura, and Elizabeth, by the way. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I love the fact that currently, I say currently, it is actually affordable. That might not be the case in future, as we sort of, hopefully, that we wise up to it, really. The fact that it is so beautiful. It is amazingly beautiful. Okay, we opened the show this morning. Who had a lie-in this Sunday morning? Do you know, it's so funny because I asked that question and everybody here either pulled a face in the studio or groaned. In the gallery, Claire went, oh. Claire said she was like a mole. That's what Tom calls me in the morning. He's all right, little mole. Tom calls me that in the morning because I'm like that. Oh, my eyes don't work. Little mole. But it was Claire, and Amelia went, no. Hey, listen, I'm a morning person. I'm usually, even on my days off, I'm awake.
You? Yeah. See, I want to be a morning person. I'd love to be a morning person. I'm not.
On my days off, I'm guaranteed I'm awake. I'm awake at 5:30. Guaranteed.
Craziness.
I know. I'm not necessarily. I might get up, make a cup of tea, and go back to bed, but I am awake. Anyway, I slightly digress. If you had a lie-in, you know what? I hope you enjoyed it. You deserve it. You absolutely deserve it. But you might have missed out. I'm just looking for a cleany cloth. You might have missed out on this stunning infinity connector that we launched. I have just blatantly used the belly to clean it.
We know, we're sore.
Oh, bless her. You know. Well, that's true. I'm getting her used to the diamonds and the amazing pieces of jewellery like this. She's going to take after her mama. Look at that, endless, beautiful infinity design in solid sterling silver, 2 3/4 grams, and you have a round brilliant cut diamond set within, as you can see, just on the one section. Now, there's nothing stopping you actually taking these jump rings off if you wanted to. I was talking about, and I think Laura, you were agreeing, is just actually attaching sterling silver either side, and you've got a piece of jewellery.
Yeah, definitely. And what a beautiful classic piece as well.
Yeah. Can you remember what this went to?
I can, and I'm not going to say it.
I know, because I said, right, single.
I know, and I just went...
And you looked at me blankly.
Because I didn't think it could be that obvious.
No, well, no, precisely. It's a fair assumption, Laura.
Yeah.
I understand. It's something that I wouldn't put together either if I hadn't actually had the information fed to me down my ear. Yeah, for a lot of sterling silver, for diamonds, genuine diamonds as well, and if I just literally position this and hold it maybe up to the décolletage, you can sort of put it into perspective at how sizable it is. I mean, look from that distance there. It measures 27 by 10 millimetres, so it's a centimetre across, and well over 2.5 centimetres down, and you can see the diamond as well glinting along with all of that lovely liquid lustre. Okay, you won't believe how affordable this went to. This with your deal of the day, this with the diamonds, $9.95. Absolutely incredible. Can I just position it on the on the wrist just so you can imagine it as a bracelet? What a lovely gift this would be, because an infinity is, I mean, that can be I love you to you know, for infinity. It can be friends for infinity.
Yeah, it would be lovely as a pair of earrings.
Yeah. With
one of those lovely amethysts that we had in the first
just
kit,
suspended.
just as a drop on the, yeah, just that would be beautiful, wouldn't it?
That would be gorgeous. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, I totally agree. And you don't need, and it's still costing you what, just over £20 with the shepherd hooks.
Yeah. It would be beautiful.
In addition to, so if you've got any sterling silver findings, just add this as add these, because I think you can make something really simply of amazing quality as well. We were talking about gifting. I never imagined that I would be able to gift diamonds. I didn't think I would be able to do that. You know, it's not something. I'm not exceedingly wealthy, like, you know.
No,
So
but
very few people could gift diamonds.
No, but that's a beautiful, thoughtful gift again, isn't it? You
Yeah.
know, if you've got that friend that you want to just give something special to, again, team that with a necklace, and that's what, £15 for a completely sterling silver and diamond necklace.
Lovely, love that idea. Well done. Stay where you are. You've done it. It's a recap. We have still got quantity, but only just now. Ooh, I gave you a little bit of a sneaky peek with this gorgeous gemstone strand and a piece of jewellery that lovely our beading buddy Fiona made for us. We've brought you some very high gemstones, very high-end gemstones at yet affordable prices. How about we bring you arguably one of the most expensive? It is, of course, your emerald. Brazilian emerald. Okay, different locations. We talk about, with emeralds it tends to be Colombian, Siberian, Zambian, Brazilian. You can get it at different locations, of course, but they tend to be the main ones that we speak about. And once upon a time, Brazilian emerald was very much in the shadows of the former mentioned, your Colombian, your Siberian and your Zambian, because generally what was coming out of the ground at that time was very heavily included, and we know that their characteristics, but it was so dark that it had literally no saturation, no vivacious energy, if you like, which is what we look for. Now, I am talking in past tense because just recently, myself and a very close family friend who works in the jewellery industry as well actually said to me, Eleanor, I've been completely and utterly proved wrong. I used to turn my nose up at Brazilian emerald until I saw some incredible parcels and examples that's coming out of the ground currently at present. And I totally and utterly wholeheartedly agree, because it is polar opposites to what we once saw. I actually had to, when I saw this strand for the first time this morning, had to check the country of origin, because I actually thought this was Colombian. And you'll agree with me. Did you think Colombian as well? Yeah, and me. You can see why, can't you, Laura? Now, Colombian emerald is known for diaphanity, is known for an exceptional amount of colour and a presence, like we were referring to with the diamonds, a glow. Brazilian emerald used to be known for being quite dark, quite sleepy, not energetic at all. You'd have never have heard me make a direct comparison to Colombian emerald about Brazilian in the past. Now, however, this is what you get. So, a prime example of why we should never, ever, ever take country of origin as the direct valuation of the gemstones. It's the quality of the gemstone, not where it came from. This is natural. They've been oiled, which is basically just buffing and polishing the exterior of the gem. It's not enhancing or encouraging colour. It's all Mother Nature's amazing doing. This is coming your way at an affordable price tag for natural emerald and exceptional quality. Not just me, but many of us thought that this could potentially actually be Colombian emerald, such as the quality and the glow. It should be on your screens, apparently at $24.95. However, for a long strand, 21 centimetres of graduated faceted rondelles of natural emerald as well, not Fisher filled in any way, shape or form. 15 carats for £14.95. Talk about a decadent show. I tell you what, we have been bringing you some of the most supreme quality gemstones, and we're about to do AAA graded opal in our deal of the day. We've had sellouts, we've had incredible diamonds, we've had incredible findings in sterling silver. Absolutely amazing. I've got a couple of pieces of jewellery which our Fiona actually created out of this gorgeous strand. It is absolutely flying. Please do check out these stunning earrings and a matching pendant in sterling silver, and I totally agree with you for choosing them to be in sterling silver. I'm running out of time, so I do need to move on. Thank you so much, Fiona. We'll see if we can put some pictures of these up. Oh, they are already up. Fantastic. Okay. Ooh, tiger's eye. Coloured tiger's eye.
Gotta love tiger's eye.
I love tiger's eye, particularly the coloured tiger's eye. We've only got 59 of these. We've had sellouts of it lately. Chatoyancy, and then that chatoyancy being enhanced. You know, it's like chatoyancy in HD. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, is that the red?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a really rich colour.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. So the movement that you get from the micro inclusions enhanced with almost like special effects, I suppose, because of that lovely colour which has been influenced to these gorgeous gems. And that's what I absolutely adore. Here in the studios, or what's on your screens rather, you're looking and it looks quite dark, but actually it's really, really vibrant and bright. If you take that out into natural daylight where the chatoyancy is really going to sort of show off somewhat, and rightly so, it's going to be incredible. There are only 59 of these though, 170 carats of your red tiger's eye, 8mm plain round. What on earth? My producer says to me in my ear, it should be this. No, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be that at all. I can't say should be £4.95 because no gemstone should be £4.95. £3.95 for the successful 59. And I say that because there's loads of you wanting it, and I'm not surprised. It's a straight battle. Absolutely. First come, first serve. You're going to need to commit to it. If you don't, then there's no chance. Absolutely zero chance. People are buying 3s and 2s. I'm not surprised. Well done. Absolutely incredible. Now, everybody, you've got time to maybe nip to the toilet, do what you got to do, make yourself a brew, make yourself a slice of toast, whatever. But make sure you are back for the deal of the day. I have never ever brought AAA graded opal to the show before. Now this is, and I'll tell you a little bit of information from behind the scenes. Bella has joined and she's a gorgeous girl, bless her. She's joined our team recently, and she comes from probably one, I keep saying quintessentially English. It is a very English brand that she used to work for. I won't say who they are just in case. Anyway, but it's known for its quality. Bella has come and she's head of our buying team now, and she said with this deal of the day, she has negotiated the best possible saving. Quite literally, it's 50% off. 50% off for AAA graded. You know, the finest possible grade that we actually have. Look at that colour. Look at that amazing colour. The finest possible grade, and we've got the biggest price reduction. They're absolutely amazing. How many have we got, Kim? Only 171. I had more. I wish I had more. There was 1,000 yesterday and they all sold out. Today's deal of the day is going to be exactly the same. Laura, you know how much our love affair with Opal, Ethiopian Opal.
Do I need to sneak my phone in?
You probably do need to sneak your phone in. It's up next.
There are 2 easy ways you can purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview and FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click to register. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking on the Watch Live Show button on the homepage. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Add to Basket button and you can continue shopping or check out right away. Don't forget you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker. Jewellery Maker wants you to get involved in our t-shirt yarn competition. For your chance to win a place at one of Gemma Crow's workshops, just send your t-shirt yarn designs to marketplace@jewellerymaker.com. All entries must be submitted by April 26th. Get making and good luck. Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy to follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
Welcome everybody, and congratulations to everyone that is already doing this. Yeah, exactly. There are 170 one available in the entire world. I'm going to walk you through why and how this is happening, because I think that's really important to put it into perspective and obviously make us all understand how we're taking AAA graded, the finest quality that I've ever brought to air, to such an amazing saving. Now, obviously, our buying team, which is now headed by the gorgeous Bella, who is a huge influential power, I suppose, or force in buying and negotiation, has been able to single-handedly negotiate the best deal that we've ever seen on Opal. Now, I know that you've seen Opal in the past. I know that you might already own Opal, like myself and like Laura. We've done it live on air. We've actually bought strands live on air. You're probably going to want to replicate that straight away, because of our immense buying power and because of Bella's weight, I suppose, in the industry now. She's basically said, listen, our customers want the best. That's why we've started grading it. This is what our expectations are, and we'll buy it from you, gem traders, gem miners, gem dealers. We'll buy that big quantity from you if you give us the best possible deal. Now, today's deal of the day is that best possible quality, and Bella's words, for those of you that haven't met Bella as well, like I said, she's a lovely lady. Her words were, this is literally 50% off what we should be retailing it at. I mean, could it be any more of a deal? Any more than that? 50% off for gemstones which were only sourced and discovered in 2008. The main seam is already now it's not producing at all. There's a tiny location just to the west. So the fact that Bella has been able to actually even contemplate negotiation, you know, it's not something that many traders met with a gemstone of this prestige right here, right now, to even begin to negotiate with a gemstone that is maybe potentially deplete within the next 365 days. Who knows? And I'm guessing that, who knows? I can't read into the future, but that's the reality of this. Now, 171. Why is it, that's how many I've got available, not the price tag. Oh, no. Nowhere near the price tag. Now, if you're on the web and you can see a price, can I just say, point blank, ignore it. That is not what we are going to be bringing this to you at. I'm going to keep this. Ah, look at that red. Oh my. Listen. I do not have to shade this. I'm just going to keep it moving so you can see hopefully as many of those opals as you possibly can. Picture these in gold, because that's what they should be in, gold. In terms of finished pieces of jewellery, of course. Picture these in platinums with diamonds absolutely smothered onto the shoulders and all the way around. Picture these, I don't know, on Bond Street, Rodeo Drive, Fifth Avenue, Hatton Garden, all of those wonderful pieces. All I'm doing is just tessellating, moving. I'm not even looking at it, folks. I'm literally not even looking. Now, shall I just hold it out for you so we can go from point to point, left to right? AAA grade. So what determines the oh, look at that green. Look at that red. Look at the blues. And look at just how much of each opal actually has that colour. You notice how it's not condensed to just one section of the gemstone. It's not condensed to, I don't know, the top right, the top left, the bottom, etc. It's across the entirety, and that migration occurs in every single one of those gems. Now, it's all about the colour. It's the amount of play of colour that is relevant and visual, and how obvious and how intense those colours are that determines our grading system. For the first time ever, I'm bringing you AAA graded, and I can understand why this has really gained the prestige as the best quality that we've had here. It's because of the amount of colour, as I was referring to. So, like I said, 171, and the one mistake I think that we have made here at Jewellery Maker, the one mistake, and by the way, this is a benefit for you that's watching right here, right now, is that think thinking that 171 would be enough to last the entirety of the day, that the deal of the day is supposed to, because it simply doesn't. It's simply not going to last the entire day when we've got this fine quality. You know, when we put it into perspective, and Kim, I'm going to ask something on air now, live. Can I cut this?
If she says yeah, I'll make her an infinity ring out of it.
What is this one? No, we haven't. Second sample was given.
Can we not? I'm not surprised. There's only 171. Sorry. The reason why I wanted to cut it is because I wanted to. I really wanted to put it together like a parcel, so basically they're not. You buy this gemstone, or traders would buy this gemstone in loose gems where they're actually sort of folded up in a little bit of tissue paper, basically, and you look at the gemstones individually. I mean, it's easier on a strand like this, much. Look at that blue one there. Can you see that blue flashing? It's almost like it's got glitter inside. That's incredible. I've never seen an opal quite like that before. Can you see that? Can you see that sparkle, that blue, the flashes of greens and reds as well? Absolutely amazing. Anyway, yeah, I wanted to sort of show it a bit like a sort of we would buy as a jeweller, as a gem trader. You actually get it on the strand, which is a lot easier. I just wanted to do that myself, because also then I might be able to sneak one of these into a piece of jewellery for Laura to create as well. 18 centimetres of AAA graded opal. This is huge. There are already. What we're looking at, Kim, about at least 25% being allocated? At least 25% have been allocated, and we've got a further 20 in basket, so please do check out. Massive congratulations, Brenda, Ted, Sue-Ann, Cornwall, Linda, Sheila and Martin, Surrey, Zoe, Elizabeth, Margaret, London, Eleanor, Helen, Sweetha, Diane, lots of multi-buyers as well. They are like raindrops, they really are, but they've got the rarest colour, and the rarest colour is actually the most obvious. You know, the red is the rarest colour, and that's the one colour which is really jumping out at me. I totally agree with you there, Gillian. Look. Julie in South Yorkshire. Hi, I have a strand of Ethiopian opal, and I can't cut it. But just gaze at it in the light and admire the beautiful range of colours. You know what? Look at those colours. That to me is so incredibly vibrant. It's almost bordering on amalite look, isn't it? Again, every single... Do you see those violet flashes as well? Oh, it's just mesmerising. With Ethiopian opal, you get a translucency, a semi-translucency, so that you see the play of colour not just across the surface, but across into the individual heart. We are under massive magnification here, and you can really see that quality. Oh, I would be spellbound as well. We need to bring that price tag in. Don't forget, Bella, head of buying team. She's a huge buying force, and we're immensely proud to have her as part of our Jewellery Maker team. You've got Pinfire, you've got Harlequin, you've got absolutely amazing performance of play of colour, and it's coming your way. Don't forget, at 50% off. The previous price was $119.95, as in that's what we should be bringing it to you on your screens. That's what our apparently Jewellery Maker price is. Because it's today's deal of the day, I'm absolutely in love with that one. It's going to sell out 171 precisely. Do you see what I mean? Just see what I mean? It is pretty much 50% back in your pocket, give or take a couple of pounds. Listen, Bella said, again to quote Bella herself, and hopefully one day we'll be able to bring her on air, we will not be able to match this price again. We won't. As she said, it's just not possible. It's because of the quantity that we were able to buy, the size and the sheer volume of the parcel, and the fact that we have got that real weight, I suppose. That's not me bragging, that's the reality. Jewellery Maker is a really influential gemstone buyer. Claire in London, I have made a set of jewellery with this grade of opals, and I was in Tiffany's the other day. Oh, as you do. As you do, Claire, in London, yeah. And 2 of the saleswomen stopped me to ask about my opals. Yes! That says Claire, I love you for messaging that in. I love you. Do you know, can I read that again? Because that is everything that we are immensely proud of here at Jewellery Maker. I haven't asked Claire to send that in. Claire, we've not met and I've never said, oh, right, please can you say this? This is what's happened. It's a live message straight into the studio. I have made a set of jewellery with this grade of opals. Jewellery Maker opals, this is, by the way. And I was in Tiffany's the other day and 2 of the saleswomen stopped to ask me about my opals. Can I just say, could Bella and our buying team have it any more right then? I don't think they could. I really and genuinely do not think they could. And you've got nigh on 50% off right now. We won't be able to negotiate this kind of deal for this grade. Again, highly, highly, highly doubt it. So even if, like Laura and I here in the studio, you own this gemstone already from us, then you need to check out now. We've got over, how many? 60 in baskets. Over 60 in baskets. And it's selling exceedingly fast. Every single 70 have sold out already. We had 171. I was well chuffed, Claire says. I bet you were, darling. Were you like that? Did you have a little swag walk? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're talking about Tiffany's & Co. Tiffany's & Co. complementing. Tiffany's & Co. is, in terms of the coloured gemstone world, tends to be the go-to for launches and things like, oh, never mind Tiffany's. Sorry. Red is the rarest colour, yes, Kim? Supposedly. Why is red the rarest colour? It's because the distance, the wavelengths travel to the eye. It's, can't remember if it's the shortest or the longest. I don't want to get too longest, yeah? That's why. It's the longest length in terms of wavelength. So that's why it's the rarest colour to see. And you've got that the most, haven't you? You've got the reds the most in this. Look at that green. I mean, that's amazing. Can I just say that one there that you're seeing that with a real pinfire? That's pinfire, where it looks like a dusting of colour. That's my favourite. I love pinfire play of colour. But the beauty is that you've got harlequin, you've got honeycomb, you've got pinfire, you've got real variations across the entirety of the strand, haven't you? I mean, Claire, how much are we under magnification here? And when have we ever magnified opal before? We don't. And I'll tell you why we don't magnify it on our screens. It's because of the lights. There's so much lights here. It would actually drown out what you will in reality see. The quality is so exceedingly good that we can magnify and then some, so that you'll see beyond what you would be able to with the actual naked eye. My goodness. Laura, have you seen how many people are on the phone lines? I've still got 40 in baskets, so if you're not checking out, 171 is not going to be enough. We're in double figures, and I'm talking the low double figures now. Deborah, Lorraine, Channel Isles, Leslie, hello to you, Hannah, Vivian, Sonia, Cornwall's bought 2, Tina, Manchester. Why wouldn't you? Because you've got near on 50% the savings, so you might as well, hadn't you? Andrea, Marilyn, Barbara, Carol, Jemai, Susan, Jennifer, Margaret, Robert, Hilda's bought 2, Claire, Janet, Mary, another Claire, Cara, Carl, Beatrice, another Claire, Nicolette in Florida, Somerset, London's bought 3, Isabel, well done, Maureen, Sally, Jackin, South Yorkshire, Brenda, Ted, Suan. I mean, this is just literally a handful of the names, by the way, and you're off the bottom of my screen right now. Laura, I mean, I know you're an opal lover, and I know you've seen this gemstone many, many, many times. What an honour and a privilege.
Definitely. I mean, I've seen it, and obviously we got that strand, didn't we, all 3 of us, because it was beautiful, and that was in the rondelles. This is the ideal addition to that strand, I think, because you've got those drops. What beautiful. And I'm looking at them in your earring right now, and all I can see is that, because you're wearing them in the earrings and in that necklace, and all I see is these little bounces and flashes of fire and greens and reds and beautiful colours, and I just think,
Do you know, I'm gonna. This is a really bold statement, and I've been really fortunate to be sat next to the probably. Oh look at that. That's a bicolour. It is, isn't it? It's literally a split down the centre. Oh, finishing what I was saying. That's where the gemstone stopped me in my tracks. To have the privilege of speaking about Opal with probably the most influential Opal gentleman in the world, and that's Andrew Cody. He would be absolutely overwhelmed at this right now. Absolutely overwhelmed. If I was to say to him, Andrew, what do you think this would be retailing as a parcel? Who knows what figure he'd be coming up with? Who knows? But I'm absolutely certain it wouldn't be what's on your screen. Now, can I just show you some of the pieces of jewellery? But wait. Can you just picture now for a second? In fact, I've got a dash to Wales. I've got my best friend's baby's first birthday party. I'm not taking these out. I'm not. I'm saying it on air. Bella, you don't mind, do you? Just me but wearing these for the day because I want to show everybody the quality. Imagine these in natural daylight where you're going to see that performance of colour, the flashes of reds, etc. It's just going to look absolutely incredible. I love Ethiopian opal. It's my personal preference because it has that semi-translucency. We've got a lovely cluster necklace as well. This was made by Fiona as well. Fiona, can I just say well done? These are beautiful. What a privilege I bet it was for you. The finest grade of opal that I've ever seen here in the studio. Do you know what? And I bet Fiona's used probably about 20%, if that, of the actual strand itself, creating that fabulous movement of it. I'm not even touching it. I'm not touching. Here you go. Hands behind my head. I'm not even touching it, and you can see that colour. Amazing, amazing. We've got some text messages coming through to the studio. Text message from Sue in London. Yay, I adore Ethiopian opal. Got one. All for me. I don't blame you, Sue. You know what? You should keep it to yourself. Sarah in West Sussex. I love JM's Ethiopian opal. I have a strand similar to this one, which I get out and look at just to feel happy. Absolutely. I totally agree with that as well. I do as well. I haven't done anything yet with my Ethiopian opal, and can I just say, it's not this grade. It's not as good as this. It's not. It's amazing, don't get me wrong, but it's not as good as this AAA graded quality. And that comes to the fact that you have got such a large surface area, of the opal solitaire. Treat them as solitaires for a second, because so much of them is covered in the colour, in colours, and I'm just... every angle. So when you think you might have a section which hasn't got colour, if I just turn it and then all of a sudden it's like pow, you know, it comes out. And this is in the studio. Wait till you actually get it outside. If we could, I would walk outside with you and actually show you this in natural daylight. You'll do that in just 3 to 4 working days. Take it outside and you'll see it yourself. But yeah, you've got that entirety of the surface being covered in play of colour. You've got some of the rarest colours, and it is really abundant and prominent. Now, how many have we got left? Oh, we're gonna have to work it out because there's loads of you there. We've got people multi-buying as well. Still got about 40 in baskets. Still got people in conversations. If everybody checks out, we've probably got about 10 or 20 left. That's it.
And literally, I will be going out in the next break if there's
do you know what? Do it now. I would. We've got to start by. So Laura, if you want to do that, you do that. I don't blame you, honey, otherwise you're going to miss out, my darling. Massive congratulations to each and every single one of you. We have got coming up next, after the deal of the day, the biggest deal that I think we'll ever see on AAA graded opal. We have got now a star buy. Can I just say, everybody, look. Where's Laura? I don't know. I've never seen Laura move so quick. She literally scurried out of the studio as fast. She bolted, that's it. It wasn't a scurry, there was no... Exactly, Usain Bolt would have had a run for his money, I think. I know that's not how he does it. Tom always laughs at my Usain Bolt impression. But yeah, Laura, she's gone, getting that deal of the day. I don't blame you, Laura. She's probably adding these to her order as well, because we know how much Laura loves a Labradorite. Gosh, these are humongous. These are almost cabochons on a strand. Can I show you every stone? Oh, look. Talk about performance of colour. Ooh. Yes. Look. Every single one on both sides as well has got those gorgeous amount. Oh, I want to show you the back of this. Hang on. Can you see those? I'm not showing. Ah, there it is, there it is, there it is. Oh, where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, that's quite heavenly, isn't it? That's incredible. Oh, 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 oh. Which way? You've just got to capture that light. That's all you've got to do. You've just got to find the light, and it will do that naturally. But here in the studio, I'm angling it towards the actual lights. These are amazing, big, beautiful. Maybe if I lay it across the board and then sort of lead it like so, because gosh, right now I can see so much colour. Right now, you just need to get this home. They are big, sizable cabochons, but top drilled. So again, when Laura steps back into the studio, she'll tell you that it's a lot easier to anchor onto, because you have got those natural anchor points. Now, it should be £24.95. She's back. Did you get it, Laura?
Yeah.
Well done.
I even sent a message to the studio.
You even sent a message into the studio?
I don't know if it's coming.
I don't think you can go out.
No, I'm not going to go back out. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I might get told off for telling you to as well. £17.95. £17.95 only for beautiful, stunning Labradorite. Laura, here's your text message. Yay, got my Opal.
See?
It's just so cute. I said Usain Bolt would have had a run for his money.
I know, but the problem was it went through and it said, sorry, there's a problem. So I may have two to reorder just in case.
Well, that's not a hardship,
It's not a hardship, you know.
You know, that's not a negative
I wasn't having a maybe.
all.
I wasn't having a potential issue, so I...
No, it wasn't, I'm sorry, it sold out.
No,
At least you were
there was an
successful.
issue, so I went for a go.
Although I should point out it is getting limited. Well done. Grab that Labradorite whilst you can. It's time for, your kit. Is this a new gemstone? Hold up, I've never seen ruby zoisite like this before. It's almost Amazonite or Larimar. Am I starting with that, did you say? I'm starting with... Oh, look. Laura, have you ever seen ruby zoisite like this before?
Once, I think. I've had it once in a kit, and that was back in the old studio.
I thought it was a new gemstone.
Back in the old studio, this last time I saw it.
Look at this. Ruby zoisite is often quite dark green and dark red. Oh, look. That's beautiful, isn't it? I've never seen it like it. These are amazing. You've got rounds, ovals. Don't often see rounds, do you, in cabochons? Now, guaranteed 250 carats in multiple shapes. So you might have rounds, you might have tiers, you might have pear drops, you might have ovals, either or, but guaranteed this gorgeous quality, guaranteed this this wonderful pastel colour, and of course all the patterns and formations of this natural gemstone. Zoisite comes from the family of tanzanite. So tanzanite is from the zoisite family. So no similarity at all, really, but in fact totally and utterly different, polar opposites. This is an opaque opaque gemstone. It's the opaque beauty which makes it so desirable. But I have not seen it in these pastel hues before, and I love it.
It makes me think of, like, on one of mine, almost like a peacock pattern kind of down the side of it, like the tail pattern.
And everyone will be unique, of course. It's to me, it's like sort of ice creams, like sort of minty ice cream. You can sort of picture it. Yeah, mint and raspberry sort of stirred in together. Beautiful. You've also got sterling silver wire in this kit. Do you know what? I haven't mentioned it throughout the entirety of the show, and there's a reason for it, because we sell out so quickly. Basically, there's 7 meters in total in your 0.8, your 1 mil, and your 0.4. Show you that, as you can see on your screen here. I've deliberately not mentioned the sterling silver wire because when we were on air with Jan the other day, we had silver wire, Laura, and it sold out within seconds. So I wanted to make it fair for everybody. I wanted to, rather than just basically say, look, this is it, dial now. You need to be on those phone lines as soon as you can, because silver wire always sells out without shadow of a doubt. Beautifully malleable, and with the quality of the zoisite that you are getting here, you're gonna, and the quality of the opal that you've just seen, the diamonds that you've seen, the blue diamonds, and also the coloured diamonds, the tanzanite that you saw earlier on. I think you're going to be looking for your silver wire, which very seldom actually comes up on our screens.
It doesn't come up very often, and it's a beautiful bundle combination as well of gauges, because they all work well together.
They do, don't they?
Yeah.
It's the tone of the silver, I think, which is so...
Yeah, you've got the tone, but the gauges, you've got your 0.4, which goes beautifully with your 0.8 and your 1 mil wire, so, you know...
Yes, of course, I totally know what you mean. How much is gone? Half the stock's gone.
I'm not surprised. And those cabochons are stunning, but that 0.4 sterling silver wire, your top drilled gemstones, that's instantly a high-end pair of earrings, because you can make your own earring finders with the 0.8 as well.
I love Nikki's message, and Nikki, you and I both, darling, I want everything as well. I do, and I've had quite an expensive month this month, so I must admit I'm probably going to be on beans on toast. Claire saying, no, listen, I'm broke until payday. Me too. I keep buying things with a baby at the moment. I was like, it's going to be like that for the rest of my life. I totally get it. I'm like that, Nikki, as well. I want everything. We should be £43.80. That's where we should be. We're taking 250 carats of ruby zoisite, unlike anything I've seen before. 7 meters of sterling silver wire. We're oversubscribed. For £29.95. £29.95. That's gram weight straight away. This is gram weight. I love that tree of life that you've done, by the way.
Yeah, I just thought it was something a little bit different.
Do you know what I'm going to go as far as saying? That's one of my favourite.
Oh.
I love that.
It was just something a bit different. You could do a traditional tree of life with this.
Yeah.
You completely could. You could do a tree of life against the cabochons if you wanted to. But for me, those cabochons were so beautiful, I didn't want to do too much to detract from it.
No, I'd agree. Use it as a backdrop, as a pattern. It's so angelic, this ruby zoisite. Because it has got that combination of almost like Amazonite or Larimar tones.
Yeah, it's got a real lovely softness to it, hasn't it? And it's striking, but in a sort of a very sort of soft way, if that makes sense.
Do you know what else it is?
What?
Sold out.
Not surprised.
Well done. Okay. Moving on. Who loves their Japanese art? Everyone put their hands up then. I don't know what the name of the trees are, but there's a type of tree, and we have them here in the UK, that almost has got, no, not the cherry blossoms, I know that, but that's very Japanese art. But you know the trees that have got like layers, and they're almost flat, and then another one's almost flat, and then there's another one almost flat. Not bonsai, but they're big.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like a bonsai. Yeah, well, we can use a bonsai as an example, because, yeah, absolutely. I bought my mum and dad a big bonsai once. I don't think they thanked me for it, because it's not...
They're high maintenance.
They are very, very, very high maintenance. I don't know if they thanked me for it. Okay, tweezers I'm looking for. You have got, within this tree of life, some stunning charms. And I say some because there's 3. It includes bamboo...
Sorry.
It includes your bonsai style tree. Oh, Who says what? Oh, here we go. Look. Look at this. There's your like sort of bonsai style tree. Isn't that amazing? Oh, that's fantastic. I've never, ever seen a charm like that before. Not just here at Jewellery Maker, ever. You know, so that with that Japanese art style. Incredible. Then shall I bring in the bamboo one as well? These are fab. You've got all three. Put that one down for a second. Solid sterling silver. Isn't that gorgeous? I say bamboo, that's what I see when I look at it. Yeah, bamboo connector. It's actually a connector because they can go that way too. And the other one was a connector as well, or a charm if you wanted to. This is a connector, and this one is actually described as branches. Yeah, I see branches. So would you wear that suspended like so? Or would you have it, because there is two rings either way, it's up to you. Entirely up to you. Also comes with further continuation of your ruby zoisite, 150 carats, and this is what I know ruby zoisite to be a little bit more like generally. It's darker, it's rich in its red colour. So I love both, don't get me wrong. I was just really excited by those cabochons because I'd never seen anything of that colour previously before. Ruby zoisite is almost emerald and ruby mixed in together, and it's totally and utterly natural. You've got almost a metre here. Don't forget you also get those gorgeous 3 charms. You're also getting 3 lots of your memory wire, including the small, which can be rings, and there's 14 coils there. The medium, which in the silver colour I should mention, or bracelets, and there's 10 strands there. The large, or the necklace, or the chokers, which has got 10 strands in. Have to bring that price tag in for you. Super busy today. Tree of Light should be £34.75. I pay that for the charms and then some. I pay that for one of the charms, but you're getting 3, and they are 925 sterling silver. In fact, I'm going to pick those up again for all the gemstones, for all of the charms, for all of the connectors. What? Laura, you'd pay £21.95 for these 3 beautiful charms.
And they are beautiful as well. They're absolutely beautiful.
Aren't they?
Yeah. And different and unusual.
Now, if ever you see a blank, by the way, on our call screen, it's because it's an anonymous collector. It's not just a filter or a discrepancy. It's somebody who's anonymous, basically. This is a handful of those of you that are choosing to buy this, and many of you are getting 2s and 3s. I'm not surprised by that in the slightest. Have we got quantity? We did. Over half the stock has gone. Which one's your favourite out of those connectors? I pay that for these on their own. They're sterling silver. That's a lot of sterling silver as well. What's your... My favourite's the bonsai. What's yours?
I don't know. I do love the little tree. I think the tree's cute.
Yeah, I'm saying bonsai.
Oh, is that what... Yeah.
Our graphics say silver oak tree, but I think it looks like a bonsai tree myself. But I love them all. The bamboo equally so. You could just literally suspend that, couldn't you? Just as it is. Incredible. Again, I can't see your names. For some reason, my tablet's actually having a funny 5 minutes. I'd love to say congratulations to everybody. There you all are. People multi-buying, and why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Let's put the zoisite over the hand as well. Even if you've never worked with memory wire before, it's incredibly easy to work with. And I was talking about on Friday, I went out for breakfast, and I saw in a local pub, English pub, somebody was obviously knows Jewellery Maker and shops with Jewellery Maker, and they were selling pieces of jewellery on the side of the bar, and they were memory wire. And I thought, great idea. Struck up a conversation. Okay, we need to take a wander over to Laura, show you the pieces that she has created, because, gosh, we're busy today, Kim. I'm seizing today. I'm going to sit down. I don't know why. I should
Sit.
probably sit down. I'd probably stand, but yeah, I feel like I've seized up Laura today.
Oh, she's getting
So-
comfy. She's adjusting.
I'm getting round.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
What a privilege to work with all of these.
Oh, it was great.
Sterling
fun.
silver, firstly, which I know you love.
Do. It's a real luxury, and that is really decadent, isn't it? To be able to create these designs.
Yeah, absolutely. And can we just go back to the zoisite cabochons, because...
Yeah, stunning, absolutely stunning, and it's.
Gosh, well, you've got... Can we show yours as
I know,
well?
but
Because all the different ones that you've actually got here. I mean, these are sold out, by the way. But,
Yeah.
But look. I've
Hang
never
on,
seen
I
ruby
haven't
zoisite
finished.
like it.
even finished. There you go. Look. Oh, there we go. See, when I get cabochons, when I get my kits, obviously we get a first and a second. Whenever I've got anything that is like a cabochon where it's a selection, I don't check both packages because then I choose my designs based on that one package, which is, to me, what you guys would do when you get a package at
Yeah,
home.
absolutely, yeah.
So that then I base my designs around that. Had I have opened this one, my designs might have been slightly different because some of these are a little bit finer, some of them a little bit flatter. So, you know, it really is such a joy to have this kind of
Don't
variety.
you think this is like Monet? I'm looking at Monet here.
I love this one. Can I check?
Which one?
That one.
Do you? I love this one.
Oh, see. And these are flatter. So these are actually going to go, even though there's more, they'll probably go further with your wire because they've not got the depth.
We guarantee the carat weight and we guarantee that they will all be as beautiful, 100%. So what is it that you are going to, I mean, show off your piece. I love that tree of life.
Well, we're going to do the tree because the theme really was a bit of a tree of life. And I thought, again, this is something a little bit different, a little bit of a different take. And have you noticed what the tree is hanging from?
Now, Laura, if you want to finish this, you absolutely can.
Oh, okay. Should I try and get it finished for you? Would you like to choose a stone for me to finish it on?
What's that, sorry?
Would you like me to choose a stone?
Yeah.
I take it this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Funny that. Thought it might be.
I've been particularly cheeky this weekend.
You have, I've noticed that.
Yeah,
I've been watching you and
particularly
you've been
cheeky.
like, okay, well that's fine because actually this is going to be quite fun because it's a different shape than what I've used, which is the oval. And yeah, I thought, well, do you know what? The theme is decadence. So normally we would treat these quite classically, but why not form one of these lovely charms into a decadent bail, which is technically what I did. So that's why I sort of...
That's a fab idea. Because, for example, I am not fantastic at making bails.
No.
So that's a fab idea.
it's
And talk
beautiful.
about professional.
Yeah, it looks really good. There's something that you can't see, a little tree of life. I didn't hang it on anything. That was my fault.
Oh, do you want me to hold that up?
Yeah. It's a little sterling silver tree of life
Look.
in a tree. It was simple, but...
It is your...
Oh, that's the back. Turn it around.
Oh.
There you go. There you go. I can only tell because there's a tiny little loop.
Isn't
I
that
just thought it was
gorgeous?
cute. And again, on a sterling chain, a simple...
Yeah, love it. Again, something you'd expect, and that's using the silver wire as well.
completely solid
So you
sterling.
could send that off to the assay office to be hallmarked as well,
Yeah.
because it is complete sterling silver.
Okay.
Love it, love it, love it, love it.
Do you want me to start or...?
Please do.
Yeah, okay, cool. So with this wire, what you'll notice on some of the designs also is that I've actually heated the wire up and I've actually created little balls on the end of the wire to give a decorative look.
Okay.
I think it looks like really pretty little prongs. But also what I've done is if you do find that you want a little bit more malleability with the wire, you can just anneal it with a blowtorch, which, because I wanted to do this tree and it's quite fluid, I just gently warmed it up. So you can see the little balls that have been formed.
Yeah.
That's just taken a...
So that's just literally heating it up?
Yeah, so there's lots of tutorials on YouTube. It's literally, obviously we can't demo it because we can't have the flame in the studio, but it's just heating, obviously in a safe environment, etc. Just the same torch that you would use for your silver clay.
Right.
So it's just heating it up and then it just forms into a ball. But also if you want to soften that wire out a little bit more, because this one's a little bit sort of more half hard, then you could just go over it again. It will go a blacker colour.
Right.
So
that wipes clean.
You get like a fire scale, yeah.
Yeah.
You can polish it. We do sell the little silver cleaning and steel
Just buff
wool.
it off.
Buff it off or pickling.
Okay.
Okay, so just to say, that's what we've done really. So this is the 0.8 that I've used as the frame. Okay. And because I wanted to make it all a bit of all-in-one, so I've used the 0.8 as the frame, but it then also becomes a little bit, it adds to the tree as well. It isn't the tree, but it helps secure and anchor the tree. So,
Yay, I'm excited.
Are you excited?
I'm excited.
So, if I just move these guys out of the way. So what I want to do is, obviously when you're using your sterling silver wire, what you do want to do is not my normal, about this much wire. For once, I'm actually going to say you do measure it a little bit.
Well, it is sterling silver,
Yeah.
so you tend to, I mean, nothing's wasted.
No, nothing's wasted, and you can, not with something like this, and it will go towards another design. So what I want to do is have enough wire to go around the outside of the stone, and then a little bit to sort of, I've got enough to be able to sort of tie into the design of the tree as well. So obviously you have to take into consideration the size of your cabochon. Every stone that you do is going to be different. The sizes and the depth of them are going to make a difference as well.
Okay.
The one I used was really quite a deep stone, so I needed to make sure I had enough wire that would go around the edges of that stone to secure it. But this one is a bit thinner, so I might not need so much.
Okay.
So just, you know, you just need to assess your stone as well.
Right.
Okay, so that's going to be my frame. And what I'm going to do is take my 0.4 wire, and again, you'll see where this is a little bit grey, it's just why I haven't cleaned it all properly because I just wanted to...
But I quite like that about it. I mean,
yeah,
I mean,
it's like an instant patina as well.
yeah,
in
it
effect.
is. Yeah.
Okay, so I don't need a lot of this, but what I want to do is give a bit of security to the back of this stone. Okay, so I'm going to just cheat, well, it's not cheat, but I'm just going to do it sort of a very easy way of securing the back. So I'm just taking a length of my 0.4 wire off. This was a good idea at the time.
That's all right, live television. I tell you what we can do whilst you're battling and trying to untangle that there, is...
and I love those.
I do as well. They're from our Jim Holtz collection, or the Jim Holtz collection, I should say. The ideology, and this is a representation of leaves and flowers, so very much tying in with your Ruby Zoisite here. Now, they're always limited edition. It's got the combination of the tones as well. They're quite coppery, quite silver,
antique bronzy. They're that kind of metallic.
They're quite antique, quite vintage in actual fact. So your ideology findings, and this is the foliage collection, as you can see, great for anchoring onto cabochons just like this. So literally you can anchor them on, can't you? Yeah. Great for your steampunk too. We've got less than 100 of these available. Less than 100. They should be £5.95. But 91 available. I mean, the deals that we've seen today are just amazing, aren't they? There's going to be a lot of postmen delivering some big bulky packages today throughout the course of the week.
That's crazy, that really is. And
Isn't
I mean,
it?
You know, if you did want to go down that sort of vintage steampunk kind of look, they're ideal. Those purple agate slabs that we had on earlier on at the very beginning of the day, they stick to those beautifully, so you could really sort of decorate one of those up and have that as a base.
Because they're quite curved, aren't they? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And you do get, out of those designs, you can see the 3 different tones. So you've got the silvery colour, the sort of more coppery colour, and the goldish colour. It's going to be a sellout. I'm not surprised. If you're watching on the repeats, by the way, please do try and make those confirmations, because you never know. Things do fall out of baskets sometimes. Sometimes cards don't go through, whatever. It's always worth having to go. It's exceedingly busy, though, today. Exceeding. I think probably one of the busiest shows that we've actually had. They're going to sell out, no doubt. Okay, so
what I've done is I've just taken my 0.8, which is my frame wire, and I've just set it so it sits around, it's not going to sit around it now, is it? Around that stone, okay, so it's almost like a frame, okay? And then what I've done is I've taken my 0.4 and I've just wrapped the 2 top points together. If you bear with me 2 seconds, I'm just going to swap to a black.
That's a good idea.
background.
Yeah, let me help you.
Thank you.
Make me useful.
Yay.
I'm sat here looking like Queen
There
Bee.
we go. You comfortable?
I'm getting booted still.
Oh, bless her. Right, so you can see that that's going around now. So what I'm going to do is just loosely weave, basically, across the back to give support to the stone. And then I know that my stone's nice and secure. Careful that, I mean, what I would have done if I was at home is just lightly hammered. Once I had that shape set, I would lightly hammer before I started doing this weave, okay? So I've just wrapped the wire around the top where the 2 wires cross. And then I'm just going around once. So what I'm doing is going quite sort of zigzaggy. And I'm going around once. and then back into the middle. So it is a big open basket weave in effect. Round once, into the middle. And what I'm doing is just giving a nice support to the back of this stone. So can you see how that's kind of building?
Yeah.
Okay.
Literally like a sort of rough weave.
Yeah, and I want it to be, I mean, I don't want to, I'll be brutally honest, I don't want to waste my silver wire by doing a really fine weave when I don't need to, because this...
You're not going to actually see it, are you?
No.
So this is the back, isn't it?
And it's still going to look nice across the back. So it's not like you're doing a messy back. You're just making it sort of, you're using the wire to your advantage.
Organic, because this is a tree of life design at the end of the day.
I mean, you can see that's still going to look nice across the back of the piece.
Yeah.
It's just not using up tons and tons.
Do you know what it reminds me of? The roots.
There you go. See? You're very in touch with nature today, aren't you?
I must be.
You are. Maybe she's feeling in a happy mood.
I'm always in a happy mood.
Now, what about baby Elle?
Oh.
What about baby Elle, not you?
Yes. Yesterday, whilst Laura's doing her weaving, she was particularly naughty.
Oh, I heard. She was having a little bounce spell, wasn't she?
We went... Yeah, she doesn't like to be in the limelight, clearly, because that's 2 scans I've been to, and she's like that.
Oh, yeah. No, I do think I said that. Kayla was
no photos.
Girls, no cameras, please.
Yeah.
Kayla just put her arm across her face.
That's exactly what she was doing yesterday. She's like this, and we're trying to get the 4D scan.
Yeah, they've got it because they video it, don't they? And on mine with Kayla, they actually see where I was shaking my belly to try and make her move. So the whole thing starts shaking, and then all she did was turn her back and put her arm even more across her face. She's still the same.
I do love it.
So anyway, so there we go. You can see how quick that is. It's nice and easy. Now what I've done is I've left the tail wire on because it's back up. I might need it. I might not. I didn't in this one, but I like to keep on.
Yes, if you cut it off, then
it's harder to add than it is to remove. So I'm just going to make sure this is fitting as it should. And what I'm going to do is just get rid of this top tail here. So I'm just wrap that around one single wire, a couple of times, and remove. And like you say, keep these offcuts. That actually, you could ball the end of this because you can use the 0.4. You can, but you've got to be very careful. But you can make a head pin out of that.
Wow.
And pop your diamonds or something
diamonds,
like that
the blue diamonds or something like that. That would be amazing.
So anyway, so now what I'm going to do is put that to one side and very quickly take the rest of my wire, and what I'm going to do is just loosely make a tree. Now, how would you want this tree to be? Like this or like this when you wear it?
I'm going to leave that totally and utterly up to you.
I'm probably going to go for this because you've got a nice area then to fill the tree in, and it will taper down.
Oh, it's like a cherry blossom.
I know. You could be a bit rebellious and go for this, but I don't think that works as well. So I'm going to go for this direction.
Now, I'm quickly going to just show you these, and it is very, very quick because we've had loads of people, loads of sellouts. You've got, like I say, you can see Carrot Crazy. Sue in North Lincolnshire is saying, I've just searched for ruby zoisite online and found a bracelet with 7 large-ish beads, and it was £106. Well, do you know why that is? It's rarely featured. Rarely featured. Sarah Bennett collection over at TGC, she uses ruby zoisite quite a lot, and that's certainly one of her, their most prestigious collections, most beautiful collections, I truly think. Zoisite is the same family as tanzanite, so it's exceedingly rare. It's an orthorhombic crystal structure, so very, very diverse. Now, 335 carats. £8.95. It's going to be on and gone. I just add it to your order because we can go months, if not weeks, without seeing ruby zoisite for those emerald and ruby reds, emerald greens and ruby reds that you get. It's just amazing. Again, tree of life. Going back to this sort of the normal tree of life.
Yeah, definitely. And you could certainly do that with this material as well. So you imagine that. A ruby zoisite, tree of life. And I love the fact that they're quite matte in their look.
They are, they're not polished.
That kind of frosted kind of look, and I think that gives a real lovely softness to it, which does tie in with the capuchon. If you put that with
it.
Look at that. So you wouldn't need to do anything complex.
No, absolutely. Of course, same gemstone. So yeah, it does pick out. Look how it enhances the reds there. Absolutely amazing. Again, busy. We are busy. Well done. Stay on those phone lines. £8.95 only. Fab.
Okay. So all I've been doing is swirling.
So you've just been twisting that wire around?
Twisting. So what I've done is I've taken that one piece of wire, I've found the centre of it, and I had what was left of what I cut.
Can you do a swirl for us?
I'm going to do a couple for you now. So what I did was I found the centre of the wire, and I took my pliers and I just started to get that loop like that. And that's all you need to do. And then once you've got one or two, what you then want to do is I'm just going from one to the other. So one side to the other, because I want to keep these two tail bits the same, because these are going to become the sort of the trunk of the tree.
Right.
So I'm going from one to the other, and then I'm just using my finger to just create that swirl. And then what I might do, and that's all that is just a couple of open ones, so why I might swirl over like that.
Mr. Silly.
It is, yeah.
Or is it Mr. Tickle?
It does make it, I was in my mind thinking of like that, a typical swirly cartoon tree.
Mr. Messy he is.
Mr. Messy. That sounds about right. So you can see how you could then just bring that wire across and build that out, and then you just sort of play about with it, use your hands. But one thing I'd say is come in and tie it together. So where there's a gap here, I would then bring my wire in that gap and lock it. And that just helps secure it, okay? So then when you're happy with that, you've got your two sort of tail wires there, what you want to do, I just kind of loosely twisted those wires, just loosely. Now you want to measure as you're going against a tree, so I've got quite, so that's fine. So I can condense that down a little bit now, just using my hands just to help shape that to fit nicely, and then to fit there, okay? Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to make this look trickier than it is, because I'm trying to do it so the camera can see it, okay? You place the back. See what I did where we were doing it in a different style?
Yes.
It doesn't matter. It's fine. This is why we keep our tail wire on.
Because you need
now
it
I can actually use it to stitch this on. So this is, I didn't do it this way around. Obviously the bail was this way, so I had it set in the opposite direction. So should that happen to you, what I could now do instead, because this is a thinner stone, I can get away with it. I can actually go along and stitch the tree on to the edge of the tree. So just attach it, and it doesn't matter because that ties in with the pattern.
Yeah.
So it's not, I mean, obviously do it a bit neater. And then here, what I would do is just wrap these around the frame. So at any point that is convenient, really.
Incorporate it, that can be the roots, can't
yeah, but that's the intention, is that this is the roots. And obviously, now go careful with this wire. You don't want to handle it too much because you can work hard on it, just because of the heat, well, for me as well. So I'm just going to keep my, there we go, that's loosely secured. Now what I would do is instead, is I would actually use this as a feature to go up into the tree instead. So I can still blend these wires into the design.
rather than cut them off. Just make that trunk that little bit thicker,
exactly.
I suppose.
And then I would stitch these, and then what I would do, so that's a bit messy looking, but you get the idea as to how it works. Now with the pendant that I did, I used these to swirl into the tree focal, and then if I can take the pendant, the tree one.
This one?
Yeah, I just explain it super quickly. So I brought the wires, because obviously it came around the back of the top there, okay? So then I did loop it through the bail, but a jump ring is fine to do that as well. And then I just used the excess wires to sort of come down the side, and then you see how they've gone around the side? And then they've secured that stone to the side on both sides. So those two swirls are the bail wires, in effect, those two tails.
Looks amazing, and like I said, because it is organic, as in the whole design's organic, and the actual feature is organic. There's no right or wrong, and it all locks itself in. And I love the use of that bail.
And all that is, so I wanted to just show you quickly. These we do these metal bezel bails. Mine's just a little bit battered. I used well. So, and all I'm going to do is just gently fold and mould that. Now what I did is I actually did it in smaller stages.
Now because it is sterling silver again, it's malleable.
It is malleable, and that's why I was quite surprised when I tried it. And I'm going to just gently mould it, and then once you get that initial shape, you can then pop it onto.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, because it is so thick, you do need to take your time with it.
Yeah, don't rush it.
Don't rush it, and warm it up, and make sure you do that. And then once you get those two to meet, those ends to meet, I just kind of took these two little loops here and almost kicked them out, so that when they met, they lined up together. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then I just popped the wire through. But what I actually used was I got it as close as I could, and then I put it onto this bezel to round it out and get that smooth look.
Absolutely. I'm going to pop this on the back of the hand because, I mean, could this be any more professional? I mean, you are a professional, Laura, so I shouldn't be surprised by that.
But it does give that more... I thought, well, do you know what? If we're going to go for decadence, let's do it and use this charm to be that bail.
I mean, you think about the gram weight, just how substantial this is. I mean, the carat weight of the gemstones as well. The fact it's handmade, like you say, couldn't be any more decadent. Hugely popular kit, and and lots of love for your designs, as always, Laura. We will make sure that Laura gets every single one of those messages. Now, check out those baskets. The deal of the day, there's still a few of those available. Not many, though, I'm being told. You might get lucky on the mid-show, I don't know. But we had 171. Probably only about 10 or 20 remaining. Have you got that there, Em? Thanks, lovely. Probably, do you want to have a look at it now?
Let's see what I now own, hopefully.
Yes, let's do this. Because we've got a different... Is that right? Can I move your tools?
There we are, move my tools.
Sorry. Can we do this?
Oh, look.
Look at those colours. Yeah, Emma's saying, I want it.
No.
And what, you need to be quick.
Well, if it turns out I've ordered 2.
Well, that's true. Laura might have ordered 2 of these. Well done to everybody that managed to get hold of it. Absolutely amazing. We have got more from the gorgeous Laura. Isn't she incredible? Thank you so much, Laura.
Welcome.
You're amazing. Thank you for allowing me to sit down next to you like a big blancmange. We've got more star buys. The continuation of your decadence weekend. Amazing gemstones. You're awesome. We're having a wonderful time as always. So we're just going to have a quick cup of tea. Don't go anywhere because we'll be back in 2.